Right. Just send the links out again. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll send one to Stephen. Let's just do that. Send one to him. And I'll send one to Aeronaton. Alright, welcome back everyone. Try share this stream out again if you can. And put it on social media. Try and get some more people so we can have a bit more of a chat. I'll just wait for the guests to rejoin. If you do want to join in the panel, I'll put the
Hi, Jamie.
email in it, the chat to send a message to if you want to join in. Let me just do this real quick. Real conversations going on at gmail.com. Right. I'm done with that. Thought everyone might have rejoined by now.
Jamie.
Yeah.
You know, so can I not go on YouTube to see the comments on my other phone?
You should be able to on your other phone.
And it won't disrupt the... So if I try it now to see...
As long as you keep it on that phone.
On the other phone.
No, I mean, as long as you keep that thing on that phone. If you go on your other phone, it won't mess with the...
On my other phone. Right.
Right.
Yay. Oh, hang on, I'm just turned down, sorry. There. Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Steve.
Hello.
From Leeds with your cute accents.
Hello.
From Lancashire. Hello.
Hello. Moo moo. Moo.
I forgot to send one to Lee. I'll just do that real quick.
To Lee. I think he's already got it. I think
has he already got it?
One,
Oh yeah, because it goes out at this time, doesn't it? That's right.
Yeah, because he's got to go take his wife to work.
Oh, does it? So we'll be back later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually sent it out to him, so he should have it. But not to worry.
Want me to change it, Jamie?
What?
Change the link?
Well, I had to because it had finished. Like the other one had. Because what happened, it was frozen up and like, I didn't realise it until I heard people saying, "What's happened to Jamie? Has he been in?" I was like, "What's going on here?" I thought I was talking to him. He's like, "Can he not hear me or something? What's going on?" And I realised that it was all frozen up. Then I tried to get the thing back on. It wouldn't come back on. So by 5 minutes, it shuts it down. So then I have to start a new one up. It's a bit rubbish that you think they just let you.
I thought you'd been abducted by the aliens.
Well, it was because I couldn't get back in the old hangout for some reason because it was frozen up and it was yeah. I
Yeah, but
probably
I was
should have shut
telling
the
your mum
page
like I
down
thought.
altogether and then. But it might be a good idea breaking it up anyway into 2 parts. I don't know. Instead of it being a really long hangout.
Mm. Well, it breaks itself down into bits, really, doesn't it, as it progresses?
No, I mean, but as in the
Oh, yeah.
actual when you watch the video afterwards or whatever, and most people don't want to watch the one that's 6 hours long or even 4 hours long. It's probably best just to kind of
Break it up a bit, yeah.
yeah. I don't know. It's all right if you want to watch it through the whole way. It doesn't really make any difference because you can break it up anyway. Like if you come back to it at that point, if you
Yeah. I think about
but
about an hour's hangouts I'll watch back. But if I watch, say, 4 repeats a day, then obviously that's enough, and it depends how much you're watching in a day.
It depends what you're up to as well. If you're
What
not
do you
busy.
mean? Well, I'm not that busy. I'm not really a busy person, am I?
Well, you will be next week, won't you?
I will be when I start moving, because I'm chilled out. I don't want to be overwhelmed with the move.
And overworked.
Yes, but you'll be helping me, and you'll be getting stressed and screaming.
I won't be getting stressed. I won't be screaming.
I just like the reaction off you now and again when you're not expecting it. Hello,
I need some nail clippers. I ain't got any. So I'm going to bite nails. Moo.
What were you saying?
Show me Moo. Moo. Moo.
She's loving
She's
it,
looking right
having
at
a
me as
chilled
well.
out. She's hanging out with us. She just loves it. She's all chilled like me. Yep. I was thinking, like, I'm going to move from this big house where she loves to hide because she's really nervous of people. She likes a room to hide away, doesn't she, Stephen? Far away from
She does, yeah.
visitors. And in my little flat, where will she go to hide? So I've been thinking of, like, say, the dining room table, if I put a cloth on it to floor length, she could go under it and she'd probably feel safe under the table because she's not going to have an upstairs to run up to, is she? Or a spare bedroom.
Oh, no, but she won't. But I mean, if you got your bedroom or something like that,
she won't be allowed in my bedroom because of her fur. I don't like it in my bedroom for long periods of time. So that
well,
my
no, but I'm
bedroom
just
door
saying
will
if
be
you
kept
got
shut.
your bedroom,
That's as far as
well,
she's
you got your
allowed.
bedroom, your bathroom. If there's a cupboard in there, she'll probably go hide in cupboard.
I'll leave the cupboard ajar so that she's always somewhere to bolt in, and I could put like just something she could go inside to feel safe. Oh,
Yeah, like cat litter box, like cat box. She don't like.
she won't run in a cat litter box.
No,
But
about the cat
something
boxes
like
that she don't like. Yeah, the cat box that she don't like.
she wouldn't go in there.
She
She
get used to it,
hates
then,
it.
won't
She's
she?
frightened to death of it. If you just
Yeah, but if
show
you
it
put
her,
it
she'll go.
inside there,
right, I'll be glad when the rest of them get back.
Yeah. You know, it's
you
a bit
put it
of real
inside
life,
there.
isn't it?
If you put it inside the cupboard and just take the top off, she'll sit in there, won't she?
Yeah. I'll sort her something out. The cats kind of sort themselves out anyway. She'll kind of find her own place, won't she?
Well, cats are more independent, aren't they?
Yeah. And she's got a lovely field right at the side of the flat. And it's not a field as such, it's like a walk through. We used to go and walk through there when you were little. As soon as you see it, you'll be like, oh, yeah. But you can't picture where I mean, can you?
Where is it? Where are you on about? In Darwin?
Up Sudal Road. Do you know
Oh, yeah.
where Dad used to get battered sausages from? That Chinese at top of Sudal Road, Lee's Cantonese.
Possibly at some point.
Oh, you were only
Possibly. I think I remember going up top of Sudal Road.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it where I went? Is it where I went to that Chinese that night? At Lee's Cantonese?
No.
That's
No, that's
near you.
Blackburn. No, I'm on about Darwin.
Oh, I'm at Darwin, right?
Yeah.
When you said then, I thought Lee's Cantonese. I thought it was that one down at bottom end.
No, it's where you said you went on a walk with Jamie and you passed that church. Can you describe it to him where it is? Go on then.
You know when you get into Darwin,
Yeah.
Jamie?
Yeah.
When we went for that walk and we saw the police car on that, didn't you? And it was doing that car chase, and that car wheel fell off. And it was all out looking for it.
Don't remember that.
And the police helicopter was out. That day when the police helicopter was out.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you do. We went for that long walk up to that
Yeah, I remember the walk,
Darwin
but I
Tower.
don't remember a police thing.
The police helicopter was out, and we saw the cop car, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
And there was that car that had been twacked, and with the wheel with the front tire all busted up and everything.
Yeah, I remember the walk, but I don't remember that happening. I mean, maybe it did, but I just don't remember it.
Yeah, the police helicopter was out, and I was looking for the lads in that, and just outside of there. And I said to you, I said, well, so what's that? I said, lots of that police helicopter's looking for us.
I'll jog his memory. I'll bug him on Messenger and send him some pics and he'll know exactly where it is.
Hi there, everybody.
Oh.
Hi there.
Hey.
It's the Ginster's back.
Yay. What happened, man? What happened, Jamie?
Well, it happened. Well, it was when I heard that people were saying, "What's happened to Jamie? Has he been abducted by aliens?" I was like, "What's going on here?" Because I was probably trying to assess something, and I weren't being heard. And I'm like, "Why is no one responding to me?" So then I realised that there was something else going on.
Right.
Yeah, so it would frozen up, and then I tried to get back in with the same, get back into the hangout, resume hangout or whatever, and it was just frozen up. It wouldn't go past. It was looked like it was loading, but it weren't coming on. So then I tried refreshing it again, started that again, still weren't doing it. So then the 5 minutes went up. So I had to start a new one.
Right.
Well, I could have just pressed the X button and started up signed back in again or something, but I couldn't be bothered with that.
So you were abducted then?
It was, yeah.
It was, yeah.
We're close to him, aren't
Well done.
we? Yeah, but even the aliens didn't want him.
All right. Reject.
Yeah, rejected.
Yeah, they stabbed him on the head. Reject. Send him back.
Yeah, send him back.
Yeah, that's a funny story about that dog that got painted red, though.
Red.
Oh, going on there? What are they thinking about, man? What are people thinking about?
That were cute. Oh,
Must have been a film called Red Dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Red dog. Yeah.
that's some sort of message, I reckon. Like for those in the know, because it must mean something to somebody. Like
Yes.
to the average man, it's just nonsense, isn't it? I mean, fucking dog painted
Exactly.
red, shaved and painted
Yeah.
red. I mean, there's all the things that are going on everywhere. You'd think they'd have something far more important to say than that. And
That's a very good point, that is. That could have been a communication for some other group to activate whatever they're getting on with.
And I mean, like they use number codes, don't they? Like we all know and accept this. They use number codes and words
Yep.
and things to
Yep.
get stories across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that was it. It was a message. Yeah, it was successful. Or the dog was painted black.
Oh,
Might
Digby,
be-
the big red dog.
Yes.
Must call it Digby.
I remember that, Digby. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
long
Digby,
time
the
back.
big red dog.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Wow.
Wasn't Digby an old English sheepdog?
It was an old English sheepdog, Digby was. And then there was another program where there was a big red giant dog in it, a cartoon. I can't remember the name of the cartoon now.
Yeah.
It was on.
So what happened with Jamie?
That's it. Could have been. Yeah, that's right. Could have been.
What happened with Jamie? Where did he go? How? Like what cut him off from the last call?
I don't know. He said his hangout just froze up on his screen,
All right.
so we could. He was trying to contact us, but we couldn't hear him.
Well,
Right.
if it frozen, I had to like start up a new one.
Yeah, that was strange, wasn't it? It really was. Where's my battery? Better charge this thing up.
I was trying to get resume the weren't working.
I've had this last week, no bread and no weed for a week. Abstinence, a little bit of abstinence. But I've got a friend coming tomorrow, so that will probably end the weed abstinence.
Who's Wacky Joe?
Is that what? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say it on air. It's a swear word. Wait. I'll type
I
it
can
to
hear
you.
a jam jar on the go there. I can hear a jam jar.
Oh,
there.
you missed the K out, but don't say it. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'm winding you up to make you smile on Hangouts. You can do something.
I'm eating olives, Jim.
Call me the bee.
Oh, right. I see. I thought someone's digging a hole in a jam jar, scraping the corner.
Oh, yes.
Jam jar. Yeah, it's got a big hole in top of it.
Yeah, olives.
I've got,
you got black olives or
I've got a
green
jar of olives, green olives. I've got a jar of green olives, some cashew nuts, and bananas.
Oh,
What a combination!
That's a nice combination. Nice combination. Yeah, that is a nice combination.
Yeah, they
I
make a
couldn't
nice
stand
contrast with
olives
banana.
when I
Actually,
first tried them, but
I found.
I can kind of tolerate them now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try that.
I can go through the whole jar.
Try that. That sounds really good.
Yeah, I can go through the whole jar in one go easily.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I think
me
it
too, mate.
depends.
I
I
love
think
olives that much.
green olives I prefer over black ones. I don't know.
I like them both. I
Yeah,
like
me too.
the
Yeah, the
mixture.
black ones are.
I love the black ones as well.
Right.
I like them both.
Yeah, I do like the black ones, but given choice, I would generally go for green ones. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I go for both. I like them both. I like the difference in flavour. You see, that's what I like about them.
You know what? I'm gonna do that next time, Gin. I'm gonna get one of each. Yeah.
Yeah, you mix them.
Have a little combination.
So nice. Yeah, so nice. And then you've got
Nice on pizzas.
Cashew nuts, and what was the other thing?
Banana.
Banana, cashew nuts, and olive.
Wow. Yeah, man, that is a lovely combination. You know,
It is an
good
interest.
snack.
He's having it on crackers.
Well, I like Ryvita.
Your
I like
crackers.
Do they still sell Ryvita in England? Ryvita crisp bread. Do they sell it? Yeah.
You
Right,
were
I
bread.
dead
used to
laughing
eat
at
that
that
back in
one.
the day. Oh, I used to eat
Oh,
that back
a
in the
bit.
day.
Yeah,
Quite a
I
lot.
can buy that. Yeah. Oh,
I'm
Sorry?
just chilling out.
Yeah, you got the diet side,
I was.
and then you
I had
got
a
the
little
non-diet
spell with
side.
rye bread, which is
Yeah,
quite
I
nice.
like rye bread, but I do like that Ryvita as well. It's quite nice, man. Wicked,
Nice. Yeah.
really nice,
Yeah.
tasty.
Nice and crispy, that.
Yeah, crispy, bran, lovely taste. You know,
Crispy, crunchy.
crispy,
Nice
crunchy.
toasted
Yeah.
as well.
What's that?
You mean rye bread?
No,
Stephen, or the
Ryvita
Ryvita?
crisp bread. It's called. Yeah, Ryvita crisp bread. The company name's Ryvita. Do you know it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you still get it? Can you still get that in London
Yeah, you
now?
can still get it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in my
yeah.
cupboard downstairs, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had that for ages.
How long have you been
years.
there, Gene?
20 years.
Gene, how many?
20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years, man.
You got out when the going was good.
He did, didn't he?
I was right on the pulse.
Before
of
the
everything,
going
man.
got bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right. It started to get bad. Yeah, I got out just in time, I think. But at the end of the day, you know, everyone's at all the countries around the world are at the same thing. Japan's a little bit slower, but they're catching up with England. You know, they're moving in that direction. So when I left England, Japan was about 10 years behind, apparently.
Oh.
There you go.
Can you
And I
speak
didn't
any other
notice that.
language?
Yeah, I can speak the language. Yeah, got 4 boys.
Wow.
They speak the language very well. Yeah, I've got no problem there, really.
Oh, and so your wife is Japanese,
My wife's Japanese. Yeah, that's right.
right?
Yeah. They're all sleeping at the moment.
And-
I'm the only mad one awake. Yeah.
I'm guessing you don't sleep much, Jim. You're quite an active man, I think.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, no, I'm
Same
up
as
and
me.
about. Yeah.
How many hours do you get sort of normally?
About 4, 3.
Wow. I need 8. I'm an 8 man. Yeah.
Oh no, I should get 8, but sometimes I have a nap in between the lessons. You know, when there's a period, I get a 2-hour period. I might have a shutdown. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But just as I get to sleep, it's time to wake up. So I set the alarm for like a 15-minute. So I get an hour and 15 minutes nap sometimes each day.
And how do you feel after that?
You feel wrecked.
Does it lift you up?
You want more sleep. You feel wrecked. You want.
I do, yeah. If I have if I have a nap in the afternoon, I wake up and I feel really confused. I don't like it. It makes me feel.
I wake up sometimes and I think, what day is it? I'm like, what time zones and everything. And I think, okay, I know what's coming. I know what's going. Get ready. Get me lesson ready. That big stretch. Sometimes I'm yawning as I'm talking to my student. I say, sorry, I've just had a nap. Sorry about that. You know, apologise.
I've done it once.
What?
I've done it once and I woke up during night thinking, well, it's morning.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
you
7
did, I
o'clock in the
think.
morning,
Yeah.
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning or something. And I'm thinking, well, it's only 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night.
Right, there you
What
go.
time did you get up for work, Stephen? 4 this
Quarter
morning.
to 7. Quarter to 7.
So you're fine. You'd be
Yeah, I was online. I leave my phone online all the time.
So I went for a
I'm usually up
cycle.
about 7.
Oh, all right.
Went out on the bike.
I'm about
Sorry,
to
go
leave
on.
for me. No.
Too early? Too early for you, is that? 7:30?
What's that?
Yeah, Jen's normally an afternoon person
Oh,
or
yeah,
a
I
tea
am an
time
afternoon.
person.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person, really. Just depends what I've got on in life. I can adapt.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
how I
that's cool,
need to, really. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
Stephen
like the
tries
early
to
hours.
take my phones off me at night, don't you, Stephen?
So you can
Or
get a
I'll
good
spend
night's sleep.
all night on YouTube. All night, 24 hours I'll stay awake on YouTube.
Wow.
He tries to take my phones off me, confiscate them, and I'm like, no, give me my phones.
He's looking after you. Yeah.
So what are you doing on YouTube? What are you doing on YouTube?
Various
Listening to
live hangouts.
Okay, so you follow the hangouts.
Flat
I
Earth.
see, right.
Yeah. Flat Earth stuff, yeah.
That makes sense. That makes good sense because I do the same, catching up around the world of what's going on and the issues and new points. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Globe Live tour. Globe Live tour.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be brilliant, that is. Did anybody watch it last year?
All right.
I did watch some of it.
Kaz is in the
on.
chat now.
Jason, Harry, yeah. Last year, it was brilliant. Last year.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
I've only just come on this past couple of months.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, you
Yeah,
wouldn't have done that.
Kaz
I've got a
is in
problem with
the
that, Jim.
chat.
Stephen.
You what?
Kaz is
Who
in the
Kaz,
chat.
Jamie?
Kaz, Tom's wife.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Carol.
Oh, is Carol on now?
She's in the chat.
Oh, is Carol in
Oh,
the
right.
chat? That's cool.
But she's
Carol.
under the name of Danny
Hello, Lee.
Corner.
Oh, it's Daniel's. Yeah, it's the son's chat.
Yeah,
Account.
account or something.
Yeah.
And Carol's on
So
there.
this
Well, hello,
place he was
Carol.
on about, Mum, this streets, there was a chippy or something. I'm trying to find it. Like,
Yeah, but I've sent it
I've
your
typed it
messenger.
in.
Right.
I've typed it in, and it's come up, and it's like a council estate or something. Is that where it is?
Yes,
Oh, hang
it
on.
is, you cheeky bugger. Yeah, because if I rent privately,
Thought you said it was on Soodle Road.
Eh?
Thought you said it were on Soodle Road.
It's at the top of Soodle Road. Soodle Road's awful, dilapidated, old terraced. I'd rather live on the little nice council estate. At least it's mine for
You
life.
said
It's on the
it
back,
was a
Jamie.
chippy there or something.
Jamie, it's at the back of there.
You said there was a chippy or
Man
something.
Street.
You said there was a
turn right
chippy
at
and you
that
wanted
chippy.
to get me to find it or something, and I can't find it. It's not here. Where's the chippy?
Maybe it's
Because you
the
said
wrong location. Are you not looking at St James's or something?
no. I'm
'Cause that's
looking
a
at
big estate.
Crossbourne Grove.
Crossbun.
Yeah, that's what it is.
One a
Address
penny,
out
a
on
penny,
YouTube.
hot crossbun. Hot crossbun.
Jamie,
Right.
Crossbarn Road is where it is.
No, Grove. But don't give me number out. Some of my friends have been asking. I'm like, no, I'm not giving me address out. Only to close friends, but not to everybody. I like my space. Don't I, Stephen? You know too well,
You
don't
haven't
you? That I
told
like my
wifey, have
space.
you? You haven't
You
told
what?
wifey, have you? You haven't told your wife, have you?
No, I don't want to tell me wifey. No, I do not. She'll be around too often, but I'll have to tell her at some point. I'd rather meet her away from my home, or she just takes over my life. My best friend. I were on phone to Helen till 3 a.m. last night, Stephen. Had a right laugh. It were good, but I've
Yeah, it's nice to have a
Sorry.
friend that you can talk to.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, it were brilliant because I've spent put so much energy into Stephen. I haven't spent much quality time one-on-one with my female friends, so I really, really enjoyed that catch up.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereabouts is she in England? Your friend.
Oh, Kaz was
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah, she's only a few
don't know
miles
how
away.
to join in chat. Tom not here to show me, lol. Oh, well, if you send
I'll
an
just,
email
I'll
to
just, yeah, I'll just put it, yeah,
realconversationsgoingon@gmail.com
I'll just
and
put
I
it
can
in chat now.
respond with the link.
I've just put it in now, in the chat.
Oh, you're trying to get Carol on the panel?
Yeah,
I think
well,
that's what she's trying to do,
I
yeah.
think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
send her the link. If she can click on the link, she should be able to join, shouldn't she?
No, because she's on Danny's, which is her son's YouTube account.
Oh, right. She's not on
Yeah.
Tom's account. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you
Yeah,
did say.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Tom will have a password, won't he? She won't, won't be able to get into it. And
Yeah.
there's no way. Tom's at work, so Kaz ain't going to be sitting in the shed, is she? With while Tom's not there. So
That's right. Yeah, I thought she was in the
yeah,
shed, you see.
Oh,
no,
that's
yeah,
sweet.
Tom's at work. So yeah, I just said the real conversations going on at gmail.com. You should soon as if you want to get on a panel, Kaz, that'd be cool.
So, Carol, where's your friend living now?
Jennifer, you mean?
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
Jennifer. Yeah. Sorry,
She lives
Jennifer.
about 3-4 miles away from me.
Okay, so she lives near you then, right? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, she's not too far away. But
Oh,
if it
that's
were up
lucky.
to her, she'd be with me 24/7. She's
So
like
she's your
that.
sister. She's
She's
the real
like a
sister.
No, she's not my real sister, but yeah, she would like to spend far too much time with me. And I like my life to be varied, really.
Right.
Yeah, she'd just sit there all day and just watch films 24/7, never do the cleaning. I like to socialise with her, but I couldn't live with her or spend too much time with her.
Okay. Are you the same age?
Yeah. Yeah, we grew up
Okay.
from being 6 years old, so
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. So she's like a sister to you then, really?
Yeah, she is. We share a very special bond, we do.
All right.
I'll have to bring her on, you'd love her.
Yeah.
So chatty, you would love her. Yeah. Next time you're on.
Probably
Yeah.
talk about all the
Because
family and
get
everything.
lonely as well, and she's so much to say on
Yeah,
life,
that's
so
brilliant.
you
That
would
is, yeah,
like
nice to
her.
meet people like that. It's nice to meet people like that who've got something to say.
You know, it won't be about nothing about what we talk about on here, but I mean, she would just talk about her family all the time to you.
She would.
All right.
She'd talk about, she's good at joining in whatever the subject is.
Ah, well, that's cool then.
If she knew about it, obviously, yeah.
And then
Does she
after
know
about
about
a
the
couple of
flat
minutes
earth?
after,
Does she
No.
know about the flat earth?
No, it's a
No,
shame.
right. So there's going to be a rude awakening for her later on then, probably.
It will be, yes. No. She'd
it's
love
always
it. Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody, why ain't it playing?
What can you hear Bohemian Rhapsody playing, Stephen?
No, I've got the box from Paul, and I'll just try playing the Bohemian Rhapsody on film.
Right.
It's not playing.
Yeah, but be careful because we don't want to get a copyright strike on this channel.
No, it won't be a copyright. It's on the actual TV.
Yeah, but as long as we
Yeah,
don't
but
hear.
if it comes out on the TV and we can hear it here, right, we can get a copy strike on it. Right, that's what I was
Yeah,
told.
if you start playing it, then I'll just have to eject you. So, yeah, don't bother.
Eject. You can't wait to do the ejecting. Look.
Well, I
His
mean,
fingers poised.
yeah, that's just what would have to happen. Because we can't risk, like, I mean, not that it would really matter that much anyway, because it's not like it's
Yeah, we just get another
going to be a
channel.
big loss. But
we don't really
you know,
want to lose it.
it's just a kind of unnecessary kind of.
I'm not play it loud anyway.
Yeah, well done. Yeah.
Don't play it
they're
at
very-
all, Stephen.
It's okay. If he wants to listen to it, it's cool. Did anybody see the Queen movie anyway? I didn't. But
No, I haven't
anybody?
seen it yet. No,
Yeah, no.
I'm not really that much into Queen. All right.
No,
to
I
listen
like Queen,
to.
but I wouldn't go and see the movie because I lived through their life, didn't I? Do you know what I mean? Once you live the life, you don't really go and see the movie. I'm not interested in the movie at all.
Yeah, true.
Music, yeah, but the movie, no, man. I
Mm.
lived their life. I was, you know, I was a kid, mind you, 70s, but yeah, just don't want to go and see the film. Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. Yeah.
I remember the funeral and the amount of people that turned up. Wow. Mass.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, look at Keith Flint's funeral. You know, with that Prodigy. Keith Flint,
Oh,
the
right.
Prodigy singer.
Yeah, go on, what happened there?
Yeah, apparently supposedly committed suicides, and yeah, there was like hundreds to a thousand at his funeral. Yeah, last
Yeah,
month I think it was last month or something.
yeah.
Keith
How
Flint,
old was he when he passed on? Pretty young,
54,
wasn't
I think.
he? How much?
54, something like that.
54. He was that old.
Thought he was about 51 or something, but maybe.
Yeah, yeah, he's in his early 50s,
Yeah.
weren't he? Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
And
Something like
how
that.
did he pass on? Drugs, was it, or what?
AIDS.
Go on, sorry. Go on, Stephen.
Really? I would never have thought that.
How did he pass on?
Oh, Freddie Mercury.
No,
No, Keith
Prodigy, lead singer. Anyone
Prodigy's
know?
lead singer.
Yeah.
Oh, he died of overdose, drug overdose,
I
heroin.
thought so, yeah. Drugs. Yeah, would be. But he, you know, he was that kind of freaky nut kind of drug user, weren't he?
Well, yeah.
Well, that was the appearance they gave us.
Kaz
that
is
was the best.
gone now, and
But he
Skyfly Bryce saying he hung himself.
Oh, he hung himself, right? Wow.
Oh, that's a
I
bit rough.
thought he died of drug overdose.
What a way to go.
Yeah,
Either
they're not
way,
good
drug
performers, that
overdose
group.
or hanging yourself. What a way, you know, either
Yeah,
way.
way.
Why would he
Either
have hung
way.
himself though?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Why? Why would he hang himself? Yeah.
He was the Twisted Fire starter. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that
Yeah,
track.
got caught in fire.
yeah, I'm the
I love
fire
that track.
starter.
I love that
Twisted
track.
Fire starter. Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
That track,
Aeon should sing it.
when they came on the scene, yeah, their stuff still. I think their stuff's still relevant.
Well,
today.
Skyfly Bryce says depression, but I just don't get why you would get depressed when you have it all going for you.
Yeah.
But maybe it's you get into a point where you kind of, I don't know, like
Confusion. Confusion.
Yeah, maybe it's like
Confusion.
you don't, you kind of get into a crisis. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, something's gone. Something went wrong there. Drugs and then leads to hanging. Wouldn't be surprised. But I remember I
And
did
that
a charity
fame.
run 2 years ago. I did a charity run and I was listening to Prodigy all the way.
Cool.
6 mile run it was, only 6 miles, but I had it coming at my iPhone. Prodigy, the whole album.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to it all the way.
It had quite an impact when it came out. That
Yeah,
whatever album it was with the Firestarter on it. Yeah, that was big
Yeah,
stuff.
that album. Yeah, Fat of the Land. That
yeah,
album.
Fat of the Land.
Fat of
That's
the
the one.
Land.
Fat
Yeah,
of the Land,
excellent
yeah,
album.
yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely, what up, Lee?
yeah.
That's the
yeah.
one I got. I've got it on my iPhone, iTunes. So I listened to it all the way through my 6 mile run, 10 kilometers.
What, the whole album?
The whole album, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
listened to the whole.
Yeah,
It's
it's
blaring
good.
out of my pocket as I was
Yeah.
jogging on this charity run.
Yeah, it's a good album, that. Yeah.
It's a great album, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe all the stories they come out with about all these celebrities, and I choose not like they just. I think they make up characters and stories.
Yeah.
I don't find it very
But David
believable.
Bowie was a shock as well. David Bowie going, come on, man. That was a surprise for me. He still had a lot to give, that guy. Same with Michael Jackson. He still had a lot to give. Who else? Who else has gone? Prince. Prince had untold to give. Prince. They reckon the
Doris
stuff
Day.
he had in his office sort of thing. Like there was like
Doris
10 years.
Day were 90 odd, Steve.
Say that again.
Stephen said Doris Day before her time, but she were 90
Double
odd,
D.
weren't she?
Yeah, she was 90 odd. Yeah, she was
Oh,
90.
yeah, sorry.
She was 90.
You're right.
Prince had about 10 years worth of work ready to go in his office, if you will, or his studio. Sorry, 10 years worth of music still to go, material. It was that good. Prince.
I mean, look at like the older artists as well, from like Jimi Hendrix, you know?
Yeah.
Jim Morrison, gone. Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix apparently was drowned by alcohol, wine. I think they drowned.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston.
Jim Morrison, yeah, died heart failure, died in a bar.
He was one of the 27 Club.
Yep,
Something.
that's the 27 Club, exactly.
Yeah,
James.
and Jimi
You're right
Hendrix as
there.
well.
27.
Amy Winehouse.
Kurt Cobain.
27-year-old Kurt Cobain, yep. 27-year-old. No.
And with these sort of major stars, it seems like they earn more posthumously. Like after they die, they can sort of like create the legend, can't they? They can tell fairy tales and dress them up however they want to, create stories and stuff. I think it's kind of so much easier for the industry to earn money once they've passed.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, especially when they've died of these circumstances, like if they've committed suicide or something like that, and they've died at a young age, it's like it's something that probably makes them more money, I guess.
They make an untold money hand over fist. They are definitely.
Elvis Presley, for sure, is an example of that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Dying
Tom
on the toilet.
Corners just put in chat 27. It's number 9 again. Number 9.
But yeah, 999, which if you inverted is 666. So
that's right.
As they say, how they like to invert everything. So, so 27 and 72, like the number 72, something to do with. Was that number something to do with Jesus or something? Number 72.
I don't know. First time I'm hearing it.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think because I'm sure there was like.
Here's another one. Reality's just put in Amy Winehouse. There you go. There's
Amy Winehouse.
Yeah. Amy Winehouse. Yeah. Good one there, Reality. Thank you for that.
Another
what's
man.
He famous for?
Amy Winehouse, the man.
Amy. Was he a comedian or what? Or
no, she was the singer. Did that?
I know Amy. Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, Amy Winehouse. Yeah.
Yeah, I know she is. Yeah, she had a good voice. She had a good voice. Yeah, she went suddenly.
111 times 9 equals 999. Tom, just put in chat.
How influenced we've all been by that stuff. You think like they gave it to us first of all in the sort of 60s, like this sort of mass thing, music, and then to muse, like what it means to muse.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's we've been played with all that stuff, and it was so tightly held, like so tightly controlled. It was fed to us. They gave us it
Yeah.
all on a plate, and we
Yeah,
lapped
they
it
did.
up.
Yeah.
And it's like 4/4, like boom, 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 and it mesmerised us. And then you link it in with sort of the moving image and television, and what a recipe for manipulation and control.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And we didn't choose the music we would get that was given to us. You know, we were it was given to us, and we had to pick from a small variety.
Selection,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
Selection,
yeah, we were so fed. We were so fed by all of it.
That's right.
Very, very clever.
As I was growing up through the 60s, it was all Beatles, Mary Hopkins, who else could I say? Desmond Decker, people that were making a lot of noise. Rolling Stones, definitely there. We used to live just down the road from the Rolling Stones. My dad did. So, yeah, on the Finch, just off the Finchley Road. Where else were we? Who else could we say? Elton John was kicking it up by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mick Jagger.
Do you know Clissold Park, Gin?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I used to live by there for a little while. Clissold Park, just across the road.
Right. Oh, okay.
On
Nice area.
Queen something estate it was.
Okay. Nice area that
Right
is.
by right by Highbury. Like Highbury was like, I don't know, 500 metres away.
Yeah,
Maybe
you got
600
your nice
metres
little
away.
Gillespie Road and that run there. Yeah, yeah.
Gillespie Road,
So
yeah, the
parks,
station, yeah.
yeah, it's quite nice round there. I mean, it's North London. It's not the upper. Now it'd be worth a lot of money now. Probably when you lived there, it was slowly coming up a market. Yeah.
It was in a flat on an estate, on a council
Yeah,
estate.
on an estate, but outside
Yeah.
the estate, you had
Yeah.
terraced houses, didn't you? You know.
Oh yeah, some
Yeah,
lovely places, yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
An,
Now it's worth a lot of
an
money
interesting
now.
mix there, Gene. An interesting mix there of sort of council and private.
Private, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
And Church Street in
Church Street.
fuck me, what's
West
the
London.
no in like if I crossed Clissold Park, I can't think what the town was called.
Church Street Market. Dalston. No, I've gone too far.
I can't remember. Anyway, yeah.
Was there a market there in Church Street? I don't know.
Not that I remember, Gene.
No.
Not that I remember. There may have been at some points, but I can't remember what the town name was.
Yeah, Church
But
Street.
interesting place though. Interesting place. Quite sort of trendy in that. And
Right.
yeah,
Well, I've got
it was
Church
good
Street,
fun.
West London, West 8, from Kensington High Street, runs up
Yeah.
and you get to Notting Hill Gate. That's Church
This-
Street there. That rings a bell straight off my head.
This
Right.
Church Street was right next to Clissold Park. It sort of ran along one side of Clissold Park.
Right.
And then
okay.
Wood Lane, isn't there? There's Wood Lane down one side of Clissold Park that goes straight into London. And then
Okay.
I think it was Wood Lane. And then, as I remember, Church Street came off of that and went through this sort of local town there. And I can't remember the town name.
How long ago were you living there then?
I was there. That would have been. Oh, that would have
90s,
been.
early 90s, 80s?
No. I would say probably early 2000. Right.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, maybe around that sort of time, I think. Or
Right,
no,
yes.
actually, maybe mid, like 2005 to 2007.
Yeah,
Something like
I
that.
was well into Japan by then. I've left there now. I was left in 99, so I was well gone.
I went to Burning Man in 99.
Burning Man, where's that?
Burning Man is an arts festival and it's 250 miles inside the Black Rock Desert, Nevada. And
Really?
yeah, sort of 9 days there. It's outrageous and like sort of pure hedonism and craziness.
Yeah. You know, they did a lot of
And
nuclear testing in that area, don't you?
I don't know if that's even real, that stuff.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point. You raise a good point there, because I've just come into the knowledge of that. Yeah, that might have been a hoax.
That makes me think about this 5G we were talking about earlier, and the scare stuff around that. It kind of makes me think of sort of Y2K and AIDS, and it's like it
Yeah,
kind of rings like that to me. It seems like it's another one of these. There's just scary thing after scary thing after scary thing, and
Scaremongering, John, isn't it?
yeah, all the fear porn and there'll be another one after that. Once that one's sort of petered out, yeah, there'll be.
yeah. They come in
else.
waves, don't they? They do come in waves. You're right. They do come in waves, don't they? Or phase. Yeah. So we've got to be careful in that sense. I have to agree. Otherwise, you won't be able to live your life if you keep on worrying. You know. Not that, you know, at this point, I want to live my life to the point where we're having a revolution. It's what I really want. That's what I really want. I don't mean live this life and continue and not have them pay for the wrongdoings that they've done. No, I want people to become aware to the point where they want to revolt. That's
what sort of revolt, Jim? Like violence? Do you mean?
Well, obviously, if it has to go there, it will go there. But no, not violence. No, not violent at all. They've been caught out. They've been caught with their hands in a cookie jar. Put your hands up and just get out of there now.
That'd be
this
nice.
monster to take over. Legally, we've got the legal right to do that. It's in the Constitution.
We don't have any legal right because we don't have any legal rights. Legality is a fiction and does not apply to man. A man cannot act in legality.
Right then. How can I put it?
It's the right thing to do. We need to be more than that, don't we? That violence and aggressive thing is what they used on us, but we have to be superior to that. We have to be above that and treat them correctly, but with dignity and respect for ourselves, and put them in the hands of the right people to make them well, to do what we can, get them out of society, and maybe
and give them counselling, you mean, or what?
Some sort of counselling or something, mate.
Yeah, but strip them of their wealth, strip them of everything they've got, strip them of their wealth completely, because it's our money, really.
It's our value,
over generations and generations and generations. So, you know, it belongs to the people. What they've got belongs to the people. And then there are people who have died to put them in that position, i.e. soldiers, right? And people who are against the soldiers as well have died. So too many nice people have died for them to be in such a position. It's wrong. And those wars were created by them. They created the wars. You know, they created the trouble.
They put us in that position.
So yeah, you know, that's what I mean by it. That's what I want to happen. I don't mean live and carry on like this. No way, Jose. No.
And what do you think the chances of, like, the prospect of that happening? Do you think it's can we do it? Do we still have enough strength of character, like as a group, to stand up against these?
Yeah, I think there's people like yourself and myself, and there's people out there who are ready to do this sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's possible. Once you're vocal in the correct way, and you actually get the people who are asleep finally to wake up and realize that all the years you've lived has meant nothing but putting them keeping the elite where they are and keeping yourselves down. Don't you want to reverse that? But not in the way where we're killing. We want to enhance our life. So we take them out and we start to work back with nature. This technology is a negative force. It can be used to the good, and we will where we need it.
Yeah.
But we need to be back to basics.
Yeah.
Is what we need. Don't need all this high
Harness.
tech.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm into, man. I'm into the natural life.
Excellent.
That's what I'm into. Yeah,
Excellent.
definitely. Music, culture, yeah, that's all very well and done. That's fine. But I want to be able to. I want to be able to go to the petrol station and put a hemp fuel in my car. Don't need the batteries, just a hemp fuel. That's it. You know, fuel made from hemp, clothing made from hemp, food made from hemp, and all other plants. Plant
Buildings
life.
made from hemp. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Concrete hemp, hempcrete, and everything
Hempcrete.
else. Yeah. I've done all the
Yeah.
studies. I've done it all. I've studied it all.
Me too, mate.
I know it's
Yes, me
possible.
too.
Yeah.
I've even looked into the practicality of growing hemp and sort of harvesting hemp.
Yeah. Same here.
But
And
it's quite
4 harvests a year. This plant can give you 4 harvests a year in the tropical warm areas, and in the cold areas 3 times a year. Still enough.
right.
Do you know? It grows anywhere. This thing, hemp. Any
Yeah.
climate. It's just that in
Okay,
the modern
Jim.
climate you get 4 harvests apparently.
It's quite an interesting subject. So how does hemp regrow? What's this process? It's seeds, yeah.
It's a weed, isn't it? It's just a weed. It just keeps growing as long as you don't pull it out from the roots. You just chop it and it just leave it, and it just grows back.
So
I mean,
it's
amazing
it's like
to
a
watch.
weed.
It's a weed. It's
So-
actually a weed, they call it. It's been termed as a weed. Yeah.
Does
From
it
the
produce
weed family.
seeds?
Sorry.
Does it produce seeds?
Yeah. You know they can produce.
Yeah, you got
seeds.
hemp seeds.
You got
Yeah.
hemp seeds
So-
because I eat them. You see.
In Britain, we have
Yeah.
all these places called like Hampton and Hampnet, and
Yes.
these like Southampton, these
Hempstead.
Hampstead, Hampton.
Yeah.
And
Hampstead. Yeah.
this is all hemp.
Hempstead.
This
Yeah,
is all hemp.
Hampstead's been there.
Hemp was everywhere. This nation was built on the product of hemp. How have they eradicated it?
That's America's doing, isn't it? America's doing.
But
No.
so it's like a weed, yeah. It's a stinging nettle, isn't it? Same sort of family as stingers.
Yeah, it
Stinging
will
nettles.
be. Yeah.
How
It will be, yeah.
have they eradicated it? How have
Well,
they
they-
stopped it? Because it
Well, I
would
don't
grow
think they have,
like stinging
really.
nettles grow everywhere. Why doesn't hemp grow everywhere?
Yeah, why? That's what
People are throwing hemp seeds out all the time. I know people throw hemp seeds out.
Yeah, they're mad to throw that stuff away because that's fucking good food.
It's kind of
Lack of education,
sort of,
isn't it? Lack of education.
but in a kind of vain attempt that hemp would start growing again everywhere. What? It's a weed, but it doesn't grow. It isn't abundant everywhere, which I kind of think that it should be, like sort of stinging nettles. It was
Like
hemp was everywhere.
dandelions as well. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
dandelions and that,
Yeah,
yeah.
there might have been a warrant attack on trying to eradicate it, but it's still there. It's growing in places.
I mean,
Don't get me wrong.
you couldn't get rid of stinging nettles. How? Like you couldn't get rid of stinging nettles. If you try,
Yeah.
I've tried. You know what I mean? But they'll come back.
There are parts
What
of
did
the
they
world that
do?
it's growing wildly, but these areas of low economy, so they can't do anything. No, they're not going to buy it. They can't kind of harvest it and sell it to the world because no one's buying it at this point. It's only now that it's become legal in the Americas. Look at Britain.
Yeah, but hemp doesn't know what legality is.
No,
Hemp just
of
wants to
course not.
grow. It's a seed.
Exactly.
Yeah, it just wants to
Don't know
grow.
about barriers. Very
And
true.
how have they stopped hemp? If it's a weed, and what weed means that it just grows abundantly in kind of any soil, or it's not too fussy really. And
That's right.
how the bloody hell did they stop it? Like all the sails for all the galleons were made out of hemp. All the clothes were made out of hemp. There was hemp everywhere.
Well, okay.
How?
You could have used pesticides to try and kill it. The Roundup Ready, some kind of pesticides, because they brought in, nylon and lycra and that in its place, didn't they?
Yeah, but again, hemp doesn't know about nylon, and like
No, I agree with you.
hemp just
I
wants to
agree.
grow. It's it's kind of quite an anomaly for me. Like, do you get where I'm coming from with it, Gino? Like, do you get the point I'm trying to make? Like that it was everywhere as a weed,
Yeah,
and now it's nowhere as a weed
yeah. Well, it is.
in Britain.
Yeah, in Britain. Yeah, I don't know how they did it
Strange,
in
yeah.
Britain.
It's like how did they stop it? What happened? What happened? It was everywhere, and now it's nowhere. And as I understand, it will just grow. Hemp will just grow. It's really hardy and
It is a
very
hardy plant.
strong.
Definitely a hardy
Mm,
plant. Yes. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into that.
Yeah, it's interesting one that.
Yeah, I'm going to look
mm.
into that one.
It's
And then there's
interesting
hemp
with the
town.
names of the places like that,
Yes,
like
there's hemp towns everywhere,
Hampstead
all over,
and you know.
everywhere, man. And when you start looking into
Yeah,
it, there's even more than it's not just like Hampton or Hampstead or
No,
Hampnet. There's loads of different hemp sort of
I'm going to look it up.
Southampton, Northampton, Westhampton.
The eradication of hemp. I'm going to look it up. How hemp was eradicated. I did look into it a little bit, and they just
And
replaced it with
all
like something else. And
I was thinking
that's
the word champion. C hemp ion.
right. Mm,
I don't know. Just
mm,
thought I'd throw
mm,
that out
mm.
But I'd like to see that
Interesting.
come back, hemp, come back in abundance. Got to.
You know,
Hemp
The
if
will
you
save
roads
the
could.
world.
right, Jin, if you go to a fishing tackle shop in the UK, years
Yeah.
ago, you used to be able to buy a bag full of hemp seeds, and
There
they
you
use them
go.
for fishing. People, like as ground bait, basically. When you get your slingshot and you shoot it into in the middle of the lake wherever you're fishing. They used
Yeah,
to actually
yeah.
sell them, yeah, in fishing tackle shops. You could buy hemp
No.
seeds in bags, like say like a £1/2 bag of hemp seeds. You used to be able
Yeah,
to
I mean, you
buy
think that
them.
would have taken, wouldn't you? Like, how many of them would have fallen on the ground? Like all the hemp seeds everywhere, and you think it would take?
exactly.
And just, it's
Yeah,
odd. It's very, very odd. Very, very odd situation.
yeah.
And
there. Yeah, it
roads could
just
be
needs
made out
more
of hemp.
research.
Sorry?
Hempcrete.
Oh, yeah, hempcrete, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Hempcrete petrifies with age. It becomes harder and harder.
that's right. But it makes a good material for making houses and that, apparently. I've seen
Yeah.
houses that can be made.
You just
Yes.
reminded me of that island in Greece called Crete.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. I've been there
Crete.
twice. Miraculous.
Concrete.
Concrete.
Concrete, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
I went there, I met a guy from Newcastle. He owned a bike rental shop, right? And the amount of bikes he had that he weren't using, right? All because, with the renting industry, you have to keep up with the latest models. He had untold bikes in there, hundreds of bikes,
I
hundreds of
had
them.
I had a brand new bike stolen 3 weeks ago.
Sorry to hear it. What bike was that?
It
Bastard.
was it was a Carrera Crossfire. So
Okay.
only like 265 pound, but still. Like
Yeah.
not a really
Still,
expensive bike, but
yeah.
still, you know what I mean?
Don't
Yeah,
know, is
someone
it?
bugger.
It's not the point, bastards, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Buggers there, little
Mm.
buggers.
Yeah, theft is theft, no matter how significant it is.
Yeah. Mm. So I went and bought myself another one. I went and bought the same bike again.
Yeah, well, of course you will. You know what I mean? It's only 250 quid, he said, so it wasn't that expensive.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Jim, that's a lot of money for me. Like, I live a really minimal lifestyle. 250 quid's
Oh yeah.
like, but
Yeah. Okay.
like, there's these people that like they're riding around on £1,000 bikes, locking £1,000 bikes up in the street.
No, well,
Crazy.
that happened when I was working at the slaughterhouse. There was this guy, he was cycling in on a £1,500 bike. It cost him 1,500 quid. and he locked it up in the car park, and the little bike thing, you know, where you pull it up, you put the chain round it, little bike
Yeah.
place. Yeah, and he come out of work at 3 o'clock, and it was gone. You know, wow,
Oh.
1,500 quid, right? They had what it was though. They had actual CCTV cameras pointing at the bike shed type thing, right? So he stormed back down to the security guys. Says, "Look, my bike's been nicked. Can I have a look at your security footage and see what's happened?" No, can't do that. No, you're not allowed to do that. We'll have to. You have to ring
Stupid,
up
isn't
head
it?
office. You have to ring up head office and do all that. What? It's a joke, man. Absolute joke. You're working for the place, but they wouldn't show him the CCTV at all. It's like
Yeah,
what
that's
an
rubbish.
absolute
They
joke.
should have had access to that. They should have had
Yeah.
access to that. It's an
Yeah.
emergency.
It's the same as like the CCTV like covering the actual car park, and one woman had her car scratched or like bumped into and scratched. She's like stormed down to the security office. Can I see CCTV footage? Nope, not allowed to look at that. Nope, you have to go through the head office at the supermarket, which was who owns like the slaughterhouse.
Camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Security.
So you had to go through the actual supermarket, like head office, which is based in Bradford. No, yeah, Bradford. So I'll let you guys have a guess who that might be. Begins with M.
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah. See, Jen, you've got it, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
More reasons, Lee.
Eh?
More reasons.
That's the one. Yeah, Maury.
I got you.
Yeah.
Morrison's.
See, I didn't want to say it.
Well,
I
you
didn't
should
want to
do what
say
they
it.
said on the
but,
advert. More reasons to shop at
What are
Morrison's.
Morrison's famous
Yeah,
for?
yeah, more reasons to shop at more reasons.
What
Yeah.
are Morrison's famous for? Morrison's. What are they famous for?
That's a good one. Yeah.
So, supermarket.
Okay, so it's a supermarket chain, is it?
Yeah.
Ah,
More prominent in the north of England, Gin, rather than
right. Yeah. 'Cause I'm going to
Yeah.
say I don't know them.
based in Bradford. Yeah, you've got them, and you've got the other one that's begins with A, that's in Leeds. Yeah, so like competing. Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah, the only
The
people who can
Walmart-
see
the
the
Walmart,
CCTV
yeah,
footage is the police. The police can go in
Yeah.
and demand the tape.
Yeah, but yeah, I couldn't believe it though. A £1,500 bike, it got nicked, you know, and they couldn't even show him the CCTV footage. No, you're not allowed to see that. Yeah, fuck off. Come on, 1,500 quid. You know, how am I supposed
Did
to
he have
get
it-
home? You know, I cycled here in the morning. I've got my crash helmet. I've got my helmet here. You know, catching a bus with all your bike gear on. You know, cycle helmet. You know.
Yeah. All his lycra gear on the bus.
Yeah, on the bus, you look like a right. What's going on here? Oh dear.
Was he insured?
Do you know? I don't think he was. I think that he kicked up that much of a stink about it because I don't think he insured it. No.
Yeah.
And he must
Too
have
much, isn't it?
Imagine. I don't even know what sort of lock he had on it. Do you know whether it was one of them? Is it a U lock type? You know,
Yeah.
D-lock.
D-lock thing, yeah.
Yeah, D lock
D-lock,
type.
Yeah, but now the get into them.
Yeah, freeze spray and whack it with a hammer.
Correct.
Right.
Not that I'm a bike thief. Not that I'm a bike thief. I don't.
No,
I know what these people do. Yeah.
That's it. You see it all the time now.
They took the
John.
chain. They had a big chain round it. Had two D-locks on it, and they still got away with my bike, and it was chained to a fence outside a club.
Anything, Steve. If they want it, they can take it, mate. That's as far as it goes.
That's it. If they want it that much, they'll get it. Tell you now, unless it's actually literally screwed or drilled into the floor, you know. Yeah, they'll get it.
I know they can. they put tools into a big bag, and they put the big bag over the lock on the bike, and just work inside the bag, like with a grinder or all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always get
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And no one pays any attention.
No.
No.
No, exactly. But the thing is nowadays, right, John, what gets me, right? If you was like, say, still in London, right, you could see someone having a go at a lock, and you'd get the general public, and they would just walk straight past it. They wouldn't say a fucking thing. Sorry for swearing, but they wouldn't say a bloody thing. They'd just carry on doing it because they don't want the altercation on actually saying something because they know confrontation and whatnot. So people just get on with it. They don't give a. They don't care. You know, they'll just carry on. It's like if people sometimes, if someone sees, like you see people being beat up in the street in London, they'll just walk straight past you.
No,
You
you
know.
go and stick the boot in. That's what you do in London.
No, but they don't. No one cares anymore. You know, no one gives
Look,
a fuck anymore.
if you see
You know?
someone getting beaten up in the street in London, you go over and give them a good kick while they're on.
Well, yeah, while they're on the floor as well. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's what it is. You know, no one cares. Absolutely, no one cares anymore. You know, someone's getting beat up like that, or you know, see someone on fire, they'll just look at you and walk past you. You know, well, what's going on here? You know, that's London for you, isn't it? I suppose. It's like all the stabbings that are going on and whatnot with the knife crime and all that now that's going
So,
on.
I've got a little story related to this. So one of my friends, he's an older man. I think he's very close to 70. He moved someone into his house. This man was known to have a bit of a sort of heroin problem, and he kind of took over the house and like started bullying my friend. And my friend got two of his friends to come round to help him get this bloke out. And as this was going on, the fella pulled a knife out and stabbed one of them 7 times. And
Wow.
yeah, and they still managed to get the man out of the house. And that wasn't in the news.
That wasn't
It's very
in the
funny, all
news.
this stuff.
Wasn't, no.
And, pardon?
It wasn't in the news, no.
It wasn't in the news. And I know 3 situations like this. They weren't in the news. But then you get, it's funny, like, it's like they select certain stabbing stories or something. It's quite odd. Quite odd. It makes me wonder how real they are. Right? And if they're just sort of media events, like more like controlled events sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if they are. That's sort of speculation, but
Yeah, unless you know like someone who's been stabbed, or you know someone who knows that person, then how could you know, really? I suppose.
when I've known it, Jamie, it's not in the news.
No, that's it.
That's interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does make you wonder. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because why pick one over the other? It's
More than anything, I think it's more if it's a different race of person. Yeah, that seems to be in the news.
So the motivation of the incident. So, like, if it's a racial attack or whether it's sexist or it's like they try and focus on the stuff that where there's like a sort of those types of motives versus say someone that's just, you know, insane or whatever, you know, and they're just doing it because they can, whatever, you know.
Yeah. It doesn't seem right though, does it? Reality creators just put they don't walk past, they get their phones out, laugh out loud. You know, which a lot of people you see them, they get their phones out, and they start filming, don't they, or like taking pictures and stuff. You know. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
In the stabbing incidents I referred to, there were no fatalities. That's one thing. But
yeah, so that might have been a factor then why it wasn't featured. But you'd think something like that would have been featured in the at least like a headline or in the like news type.
And the old man story that I just relayed is so the fella that was in the house that they got rid of, his personal belongings were in the house because obviously he was living there, and the police wouldn't take him out. He was saying, "Please get this man's stuff out, I don't want him coming back here." I mean, he was arrested quite shortly after, but he was so frightened that this man would come, or some of his friends would come back, and the police wouldn't remove the man's belongings.
Wow.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, you think you'd get some sort of service from the police, or there'd be someone to go and... The man's traumatised, you know? He's frightened, really frightened, an old man. And, really, really strange situation. Like, very little public service in the whole thing at all. Like,
Absolutely, yeah.
they kind of treated him like he was sort of a criminal, for having the bloke there or something. And that's something with the police. Like, we talk about these incidents that people see in the street. You get involved, the police are likely to nick you for something even not related to the incident. It's like they're trying to put people off. They're trying to put people off from like witnessing or it's.
That's right. Yeah, you can't come in and help somebody.
Yeah, coming forward in a way.
You can't assist anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like witnesses and that. Yeah. Absolutely.
Who remembers the group called the Love Police? Remember them?
No.
I'm
aware of that term, but
there were a couple of dudes with their loudspeaker going around the West End saying everything's all right, carry on shopping, carry on shopping. Yeah, they were really good to it. One of them's name's Danny. Now he's still at it. Danny is, right, and he's out there, and he comes up to when people are coming up, like the police are going to nick someone or give him a ticket. He tells the police officers off, and he slags them off.
What you showed me, Gene? You show me one of them before?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Is it Danny Welch?
I think it might be Danny Welch. Yeah, that's right.
Something like that, isn't it?
He was stood at the tube station.
He's Danny Welch. Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, he stood at the tube station and he was saying about, because they give out the free newspaper and that. He say, you can take one of these free newspapers and there's all propaganda and all that, And the policeman's asking him to not do it, and he's like still shouting out, "This policeman's trying to arrest me,"
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Brian Brodkovich is saying in the chat, the special was because they're special. What does that mean?
Oi, Baron.
All right, Baron.
Yeah.
What special police? Like police, special police, whatever they're called. Hobby Bobby.
Yeah, they are. They're the Love Police. They were really funny. Danny the other day was outside Madame Tussauds. He said, "How much is it? Why would you spend £30 to see a bunch of wax models? Why would you do that? Where's the logic in that? £30. Think what you can do with that money." And they're all in the queue queuing up to go to Madame Tussauds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like celebrity, isn't it? That celebrity worship.
Yes,
it is, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Get your photograph taken next to a bit of wax that looks like fucking Madonna or something.
Yeah. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, a bit of wax. You pay £40, and then it's like it's the same for like if you was to go out as a family though, say like 2 adults, 2 kids. You pay the same price or just a little bit less for the kids going in as you would for yourself, as an adult. It's absolutely ridiculous. What's going on here?
You can't talk to the celebrities. They don't talk to you, do they? These wax.
No.
I'd rather like buy a candle wax for 30 quid than go on.
Rather go for a meal, he said. Go for a meal.
Well, like they have don't they have it at Blackpool or something?
There's a Madame Tussauds at Blackpool,
But instead of going there, you could go for a meal or
Yep.
Yeah. And the whole security came out. Well, came out to him and he told him he was within his rights, you know, to do this.
Yeah.
Can't stop him from using the loudspeaker. So I'm sorry, I'm going to carry on. You know, that's what he told him in a polite way. I'm going to carry on.
Yeah. Good
And he
for
was
him.
saying, the reason
So
why I'm
important
talking,
that sort of thing goes on.
I think the corporate doesn't own the pavement, so I can be here on the pavement. And I'm talking about why you're charging so much money to go and see wax models. What's the whole point of it? Yeah.
Baron's just put in chat, rather go next door to the planetarium. Yeah.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah.
He knows we're on the Malvern
And
Road. Yeah.
you got the Sea Life Centre, aren't you, at Blackpool
Yeah.
as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather go and see the real life rather than plastic wax
Plastic wax. Yeah. What's the point of that?
lookalikes, you know.
And they're all lined up,
So-called-
in a row.
So-called
40, 50
celebrities,
of them.
though, Jim. So-called celebrities, you know. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Celebrity is celestial brightness, which is star.
Yes.
Like celebrity is directly related to star, the word star.
Yeah, of course.
And that's
Yeah.
also stars, don't they?
Yeah.
Celestial brightness.
It's like your name would be lit up in lights,
And then
like a
shine.
star, you know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, your name up in lights.
Yeah, like Baron's on about like the planetarium, like where you're fixed in position and the stars move around you. You know, like the you know where you sit in one of them things, isn't it? Where you see the stars and stuff, and the stars above you and that. Yeah, and you can see all the like constellations of where the stars are. And
What do you mean? Where they kind of roll around your position?
Yeah. Like,
Well, that could be how it works. I don't know. Like
yeah, that's a dome,
what I
though,
was
isn't it?
talking about. I'm not on about like a dome, more as in like a
if you think about it, Jamie,
personalized sort of.
But a planetarium like that, you're looking in one of them, you're sitting in one of them, and it is basically a domed ceiling where they project the stars above you, and you see, the stars revolving around, and it's literally a dome above you, literally a planetarium like that. Literally.
That's what it was like when I went to the planetarium. That's exactly what it was like. It was like a dome. In fact, it'd be a good idea to go back there and see what other lies they're perpetrating.
Benny, I said about this to you, Jamie, about Jodrell Bank in Cheshire.
Yes, I've been to Jodrell Bank.
Jodrell Bank, and they have the planetarium now. I remember going there with school, high school, and there's the thing. And they make
is that
I haven't
rhyming?
really been to Jodrell Bank, but
Is that rhyming slang? Is that rhyming slang?
Oh, yeah,
Jodrell Bank? You going for a Jodrell?
Jodrell Bank. It's Jodrell Bank.
Excuse me,
I'll give you that.
Leave yourself alone.
I remember going there with school, and it was like they have the radio telescope now. It's a big, massive thing.
Scouse and Mank.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But it's kind of makes sense though, because it's kind of between Manchester and Liverpool.
Yeah,
it's like...
you were Scouser, yeah.
Cheshire.
Cheshire.
You get a
You got a Cheshire cat.
Twat.
You get a smarter investor at the Alliance and Leicester.
Yeah.
I remember that one, Jim. The Alliance and Leicester.
Yes.
Yeah.
With Mr. Frey in there. Who's the other one? The other guy. A couple of famous British comedians. Both went to America. Frey. One was Fry, wasn't it?
Huh?
Who's gay?
Stephen Fry.
Oh yeah, Stephen Fry. Yeah.
Stephen Fry. What was his partner's name? That was it.
Oh, Hugh Laurie.
Oh yeah.
Hugh Laurie.
They went on to
Now,
do
Hugh
House,
Laurie,
didn't they? Yeah.
I sold Hugh Laurie a motor guzzi on Crickerwood at a motorcycle shop called Rap Superbikes. Now, I was trying to sell him a Honda, a better bike, but he wasn't having it. He wanted to buy that motor guzzi because obviously it was his dream bike. He had his mind set on it. I was trying to tell him it wouldn't be reliable, but okay, you want to buy it? So I sold it to him. And within about 3 months, I think he came back and changed it. Bought a different bike, yeah.
You must be government shills with all these connections. You connected to Hugh Laurie and Rolling Stones. I mean,
Yeah, well, it's true.
people are going to start getting suspicious. I mean, you're going to have Russian
that was
bids
my life.
like doing a kind of
I sold.
analysis on you.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Jamie.
I
I'm
also
on
They'll
sold.
see if your
I'm
name
on
comes
something.
up to
Do you remember the
33 in
Bronski
gematria.
Do you remember the Bronski beat? The group?
Yeah.
The little
Bronski
singer, the short guy, what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I sold him a bike as well. I sold him an FS1E Yamaha, 50 cc's. It was his
Fizzy,
first
yeah.
bike. It was his
Oh, they were
first bike.
wicked bikes.
Oh,
They're worth money now, Gene.
The fizzy
They're worth
what?
a lot
The
more.
fizzy, yeah.
Fizzy, yeah, they're
Yeah,
worth
the
some dough,
fizzy,
they
Yeah,
are.
the Yummy Fizzy.
Yeah.
They were brilliant bikes, them.
Yeah, the
I tell you what,
FS1E Yamaha.
the boys could get them up to 65 or 70 miles, like when they did all their stuff to them, like racing them
Yeah,
up and that. They could get them up
Yeah.
to 65, 70 mile an hour, them things.
yeah. When put a power pipe on there, slightly bore it out a little bit more, put a power pipe on it. Yeah, man. They were the business back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he bought
good on.
the latest one at that time. That would be early 90s, and it was a red and white one. You know, the traditional Yamaha red and white colours, red mag wheels and that. He had a good bike. You know, with his L plates on it, and he rode off. Yeah, man.
They're kind of like the sort of what's happened to the Mark One Escort, isn't it? It's like that sort of thing's happened to the Fizzy, like just some basic little bike, but it's become like sort of nostalgia and that, and it for blokes like us, Gin, like it's reminds you of your youth, didn't they? And you'd see the flash young lad like with his head down, innit? Head down in the steering, head down between the handlebars.
That's right. Going for it. Like a bat out of hell, screaming the nuts out of the bike. My mate had one. My mate had a Fizzy. My friend Jonathan Leonard, he had a Fizzy, and then from then he went on to the RD 250. He had a metallic blue tank, black mag wheels and that. And you know what? He had a problem with the oil pump, right? That pumped the two-stroke oil into the cylinder. I fixed it. He put another one on it. But it was a very hard job to do, but I did it. Yeah. On the side crankcase, right-hand side crankcase cover had to come off to do it, but I did it. Yeah, he was having. It wasn't accelerating properly. It was hesitant.
In them days, people could work on their machines, couldn't they? You could actually open them up and do stuff to them, and
yeah.
It was much more hands-on and all accessible. Whereas now I mean, I don't know if it's the same with motorbikes, but I know cars have very much changed, and it's all got to be computerized, and you can't really do anything to them.
Bikes are the same, mate. My bike is all computerized.
Right.
In fact, I got myself an upgraded computer fuel management system for my bike. I took the one that was on there off, put a better one on, and reached the full power.
Yeah. Well, they become less and less user-friendly, don't they, over time?
Yeah,
that's what
they look at like push bikes, how easy they are to kind of mess with. If you want to, change a tire, it's really easy to do, and
I'm surprised push bikes haven't been banned or something because they're amazing things, really, aren't they? There's nothing more energy efficient than a man on a bicycle. Like you can go for miles and on little fuel energy.
They're really small as well, aren't they? So they don't take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
And now they've got the electric bike, haven't they? Where you charge up your battery, you bung it in, and you can just go. And if you run out,
I think that the only good thing about those is like if you're either you've had an injury or maybe you're older or something like that. Maybe it kind of helps you to kind of because you could put a bit of effort in, but then kind of you have the electric assist to help you up the hills and stuff. But
That's right. That's right. Because I remember I went all around a place called Kyoto with my kids and my wife, and we put them in these little handlebar seats that they make for the kids, right? So the kids right in front of you, and it's an electric bike, and you're using it on the hills, and you're just pedaling normally. It was great fun. Great fun. You know. So you're right though. The other day I went out for just only 15 miles. Wasn't far really, but I did it in about an hour and 15 minutes. Right, and that's including stopping at all the lights that you get along the way. You know, it could have been done quicker. Coming back, the wind was blowing westward. I was heading east, so it was a bit tough coming back. But an hour and 15 minutes it took me to do that.
you know what they do now with electric bikes is they actually build the motor as part of the frame, so actually kind of helps with the weight of it. Because one time where you would add it as an extra bit to it, but because that's going to add weight to the bike.
Yeah.
Right, that's what they.
I often wondered that, Jamie, why they hadn't put the batteries inside the framework. I've actually wondered that before. Yeah.
Well, I've seen that they actually do put it inside the framework now, but it's a wonder they even do that because it. But those ones would probably cost you quite a lot of money, though.
I think so.
I saw this thing, right, and it never really gotten off the ground where it was like a sort of, they call it electric hybrid vehicle or something like that, where it's kind of like a cross between a car and a electric bike. It's kind of like, it actually has like, you know, it's basically, it's covered up, like, it's electric assist, and you can put, you know, some effort in, so it kind of, so you can use it on all weathers and stuff, and
how many wheels?
I'll tell you one that didn't quite.
How many wheels? I think it was 3 wheels. I think.
The Sinclair C5. That was a good thing.
Oh yeah, C5.
That was a good invention. That was. I like that.
That kind of didn't take off, did it?
Yeah.
Maybe
like
a bit
with
too
them,
low.
Segways.
Yeah, you were a bit too low, but it was still nice though.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Them Segways.
You could have rented them to go around parks and that. That would have been good if you could have them in parks and you rented them out. That would have been good. And fun in special parks. I thought they were a brilliant invention. You know, the Sinclair C5. I wanted one of them. I definitely wanted one of them.
What kind of?
Jennifer's come back.
Yeah.
I like the nice sigh from you, Jamie.
What? I didn't.
Yeah, you fellas.
Yeah, we're fine, thanks. Just talking about the old invention there. The old
what are you on, Jennifer? Are you on your phone or your laptop, Jen?
I'm on my phone.
Right, so you need to charge your phone.
Well, I did. I can leave it on charge now. Yeah, now it's come on. I can leave it on charge, but I just got carried away earlier, so you know. Yeah, it just went boom off. Yeah. Is Stephen back on? I think he's ordered some Just Eat.
I haven't come back yet.
That's well late to have your tea, isn't it? So 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking 11:30, aren't you?
I
know.
No, 10. Yeah,
10. 10. No, 10. Yeah. Ain't too bad. My brother was telling me yesterday, fish and chips can cost as much as £20 for 2.
What? In London?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
£20 for 2.
In
2 cod and chips.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it can easily be £8 easy. Yeah. In just an ordinary one, it can be. Yeah.
Wow. What, £8 for 1 cod and chips? £8.
I mean, I don't eat fish, but I'm pretty sure it is that sort of amount, Gin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially if you sit down and eat inside.
Yeah.
I love fish, but I love them when they're alive. Like, yeah, I don't like. I don't like it when people put animals in their belly. I don't think it's a good idea.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you don't eat. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you're 100% vegan then, yeah?
No, not vegan. No. And I don't really like the sort of labely sort of things too much. I mean, I had some cheese today for the first time in quite some time now.
Well, I threw away that cheese today.
Right. It wasn't the same one that I ate. Yeah, but yeah, fish in the sea swimming. Yeah, that's how I like them. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
are you aware of what happens though to the like in the dairy industry and stuff like that? Then.
Yes, I am, Jamie. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Doing my best,
Just
mate.
wondering, like,
Well, maybe not my best, but I'm trying.
cheese.
I am trying all the time.
So do you eat meat?
No.
So you don't eat meat then? You don't eat meat. You don't eat fish.
You're a vegetarian.
So you don't eat any living thing except for vegetables, fruits. Yeah?
Lots of fruit, and recently started hitting salad quite a bit more.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you need to.
lots. My family is fruit and veg market family. Like
right.
Porter,
Okay.
fruit and veg market Porter. So I grew up fruit everywhere, Gin. Fruit everywhere,
Okay.
like
Get your
green
tomatoes.
bananas. You know what I mean?
Gardens?
Get your tomatoes. Yeah.
No,
9 Elms?
my great granddad was at Covent Garden, but my granddad and my dad were at Brentford Fruit and Veg Market,
Okay, Brentford.
which
Right.
which closed in the 70s, and it moved to Western International, which is on the border of Hounslow and Southall, and that still exists.
Okay, yeah, I know it.
It's much smaller now.
I know it.
Right by the M4,
Yeah,
Gin.
right on the A4, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
It's a big
And,
industrial estate near there as well.
Yes, it is a lot of the area around there is, mate. Yeah, big warehouses and industrial because of the airport.
Yeah, it's all to do with the airport. That's why. Yeah. Norfolk's just up the road from there.
Yeah,
Norfolk,
Norfolk,
just
yes,
up the road.
yes.
Norfolk. Yeah.
Yep.
Norfolk Airport, Airdrome, what you call it.
Yeah, and that is
Uxbridge.
very close to. Yes, Uxbridge is. Like them things are further out west, but it's very close to a very famous place where was it Lloyd George said "Peace in our times," where he got off the aeroplane after meeting with Hitler at Heston Airport and said he was holding a piece of. I believe this is correct. It's something like this. He was holding a piece of paper and said "Peace in our times," and then they went to war.
Yeah. They went to war, didn't they? Yeah. Germany, Poland, and that's why. The invasion of Poland, that was.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. All by design, anyway.
Yes.
Well, everything's all by design, Jin.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
That was wasn't that called Western International Market? Was it called?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Western International
I used to
Market.
go there. Yeah.
Right. I worked there, Gin, for when I left school. I went and worked there until I was 28.
Okay. I used to work at a place called Yeoman's Fruit and Veg, Primrose Hill.
Right.
So we used to go to, not Covent Gardens, because by the time I was working there, they'd shut down Covent Gardens and moved it to 9 Elms, which is just before you get to Battersea.
Yeah.
All right, that's why I used to go early in the morning.
Everybody, I'm back.
Yeah, you back.
Hey, welcome
Hello,
back.
Steve.
Yes, I've been in the fruit and veg game, catching the boxes of fruit, into the bars, you're catching the potatoes, you're catching, putting it in the
Plums,
bag.
Hiya, Jan.
plums
Hiya,
as
babe.
big as your mum's, and bananas as big as your father's.
Yeah.
Big as your father's.
Yeah. And you got to imagine that I'm in the basement, right? And it's coming from the first floor, and you're catching them, bang.
Yeah,
all right, all right. Here comes
Hard
the
work in the old
potatoes
days,
now.
Gin.
What? Hey?
That was hard work in the old days in the markets.
It was hard
Before
work.
like forklift trucks and all this sort of stuff, it was hard work, yeah.
It was
Strong
Hard
men.
labour.
Real
Hard
manual labour.
labour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Real
the
work.
old the big sacks of potatoes and that and like and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, they were
55,
pretty
25
tough
bag,
men.
25-pound bag of potatoes coming down at you. Bosh,
It's
there you
better.
go.
I can see myself
Bosh,
now.
there you go.
Yeah.
King Edward's, Desiree, and the Cyprus one. Cyprus new potatoes we used to sell. They were nice.
Cyprus, yeah.
The Jersey
My favourite one
what?
were the Cyprus ones, yeah.
Right, the Jersey new potato.
Yeah, Jersey new potatoes as well, yeah.
Western International now. So on the same site, they knocked down the old one, and it's
Right.
now they built a massive sort of Costco and moved the fruit and veg market. It's probably 1/8 the size, Jim, into one corner of what Western International was. Yeah,
Okay, so it's Costco
really small.
now, is it?
Yeah, massive Costco there, massive one.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell my brother that. My brother lives near there, so I'll say to him, look, there's a
Was that a
Costco.
Loughborough?
No, close to Heathrow Airport.
Yeah, there's a big
Yeah,
one down in
it's-
Loughborough as well, a Costco.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They used to deliver there.
Did they used to deliver?
Yeah, deliver.
I didn't know they had them in this country. Costco, I think.
Yes,
It was
it's
just America,
worldwide.
isn't it?
It's worldwide,
Oh.
Jamie.
Yeah,
it's
we got one here.
Costco,
We got a load of them here in Japan as well.
Hmm.
Loads. Costco's. 2013,
I got amazing.
Costco in Japan was going to import GMO papaya from Hawaii, right? And the main concern was they were going to mix it with the regular organic papaya and not put a label on it. So if you're going to buy papaya in Costco, you wouldn't know if you're getting GMO or not, right? And I was so worried, right? I actually called the Consumer Union of Japan, Watchdog, yeah? Watchdog organization. And I said to them, are you aware that Costco's going to be importing a GMO papaya? And they said, yeah, we are, and they're not. And I went, all right, thank you very much for that. You know, they didn't import it in the end. No one was going to buy it. No one was going to buy GMO papaya. So the market went belly up for the Hawaiian manufacturers or producers. So they had to kill all the GMO off, and the students helped out together with the who was it? Friends of the Earth. Not Friends of the Earth. What's the other one? Greenpeace. Greenpeace helped them to destroy the GMO papayas in Hawaii. Since found out that Hawaii was the world's laboratory for GMO since the 1970s, by the way.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, Hawaii was the GMO laboratory of the whole world. Hawaii.
So, excuse my ignorance here, but what difference would it make if it was genetically? How would it affect a man
It's me, Jen.
if
Well, this is
it's
it.
genetically modified?
This is it. We don't know. They haven't done the
Right,
relevant
okay.
checks. It's not safe to be consumed.
Is he on the phone? Sexy.
No, I'm talking to the chat in real conversations.
All right. I thought you
That's
said
all.
a message.
Right, and Monsanto, they term their GMO as substantially equivalent. Those are the words they use. Substantially equivalent. I don't
So-
want to hear that. I want to hear 100% the same.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
what I want to
That
hear.
means almost the
Not
same. Yeah, it's
substantially
kind of the
equivalent.
same. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to hear kind of the same. No.
yeah,
And they
yeah.
were totally against and adamant that they weren't going to put labels on any of their products. But everyone kept saying, well, if it's good, then why don't you just put a label on it? Just put a label on it so we know what we're getting. And they said, no labeling. So in Japan, they didn't import it. Yeah, they haven't checked it properly. Okay, that's the thing. It's not fit for human consumption. Shouldn't be used at all. Probably why there's an obese problem in America. Probably that'd be one reason.
Do you eat many apples, Jin?
I juice them. I do eat apples here in Japan Japanese apples, yeah, and pears, yes, and fruits and
When-
vegetables, and I juice them. That's what I eat them.
When you eat
I
an
don't buy
apple,
foreign. Yeah.
when you eat an apple, and this is everyone else here as well. Like, do you leave the core? Like, do you do what they show you on the pictures, where you sort of you eat around the sort of middle of it, sort of thing, or do you eat the apple?
I eat the whole apple, but I do leave where the seeds are. So I've eaten it right down to the seeds. But when I actually juice, I kind of like just juice everything.
Yeah.
Because you can when you juice
Because
it.
the best part of the apple is, well, not, you should eat the whole
skin.
apple. You should eat with the seeds as well, the whole thing. But
Right.
how's that for NLP? How's that for NLP? They show you it, so do you know what I mean? Like all the cartoon imagery and all that sort of thing. Like,
Yeah,
so
that's
ingrained in
right.
your mind.
John, yeah.
Yeah, the boys always leave
when
behind
people
the core.
when people watch me eat an apple, I sort of hold the core in my like the stalk in my fingertips and start at the top, yeah, and just take a big bite out of it, and people go, ugh,
Yeah.
because they're so programmed.
Yeah, I've always
See
like
that-
instinctively just ate down to the, you know, where the seeds are.
Yeah, the core.
Because
the
you'll
core.
see that they eat around that. It's like a
Yes.
like when you see the Apple logo, for instance, and
Yes.
yeah.
NLP. Why? Because the best part, not the best, like it's all fucking wonderful, an apple, and of course, an apple is a bag of water, is a bag of distilled water. The solid matter, you squash that down, it's nothing there really. Like it's
Yeah.
all fruit and veg is about the distilled water that you're eating. It isn't about the matter because you poop it all out. It's all,
Well, it's the
That's
all about the
minerals and
water.
vitamins as well. I think that's
If
Yeah,
you eat the
but
seeds, you get
it's
some of that.
it's in the water,
cancer
Jamie. It's in the water.
well, yeah.
Your body will squeeze out all the fibre. It ain't.
Well, yeah,
It ain't
that's right.
about
All
this
that
with food.
roughage, yeah.
All this with food. It's about the water. Like you cook food, it's nothing. You get nothing out of it. There ain't nothing in it. It's dead.
It's dead,
You-
yeah.
It's about the water that's in these things. All the plants that you eat.
Yeah,
Because-
the
because-
enzymes, the living enzymes as well, though, isn't it? What we're talking about here, really. The actual
I'm
enzymes.
talking about the water. I'm talking about the water in it.
I'm talking
liquid
about
content.
the enzymes that live in the water.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same as like my horses. You know, there is an apple tree and a pear tree at the stables where I have my horses, and you know the apples fall on the ground. And my wife buys apples when the apple tree is not producing apples, so we buy apples. And basically, you just give a horse an apple, and that whole apple will be eaten straight away. The
I'm like a
stalk
horse.
and everything, the core, the lot,
I'm like
everything.
5 apples a day.
Mm.
And that whole thing, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. There's a lot of truth in that. I mean, maybe like more like 5 or something, I suppose, but or like
Yeah,
as
it's like
many
a
as you can
half
eat.
truth, yeah.
Yeah, eat loads. Eat apples, man. Apples are our thing. And that seed, that's
Right.
wow.
In the morning.
Apples,
With that seed in
oranges, pears, bananas.
All of it. Yeah, man.
It's just I don't really like the texture of apples. You know, like kind of, I don't know.
Many different types, Jane.
Yeah,
Many different
that's
types.
true. Like,
Crunchy,
and
crispy,
it
soft,
depends how
hard.
ripe it is as well, I suppose.
Just like
Yeah.
potatoes, there used to be like thousands of different species of apples and potatoes, you know, around the world. Now they've come down to like less than 100, less than 50.
Oh.
Morris Pipers.
Can you imagine?
A potato must be cooked, mustn't it? You're not going to do
Yeah,
very well
there's like
eating them raw.
resistant
No,
starch
you're
in
gonna
it,
have to cook the
isn't there?
potato.
Yeah.
You've got to cook a potato.
I eat a fair amount of potato-related stuff, but I don't think it's
me
that good,
too.
really. Yeah, I mean it's
the
nice.
potatoes
It's a good filler.
Yeah, it's a good filler, good carbohydrate. It's okay. I mean,
Well, starches are harder to break down than simple sugars.
There you go. So I eat chips, I eat mashed potato, and I eat boiled potato.
Yeah.
Slice it down. Jacket potato. I eat that occasionally when I do it in the oven. But
Jim,
yeah, you know.
Jim, what about a nice bit of bubble and squeak?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
a bit
yes.
of bubble.
Why? Oh, now you're talking.
Love it, man. Love it, bubble and sweet, mate. You know, with vegetables and that, and it's you know what? At school, it was one of my favourites. That one.
Yeah. I had bubble and squeak today.
Oh,
You
my
put
God.
cabbage in
Ain't
that
had
or
that in 20
something?
years.
Is it?
Yeah,
Ain't
it's
had
a
that in over
cabbage.
20 years, man.
Yeah,
Potato
I've had that
cabbage.
before. Yeah.
Mm.
I had it at a calf. Today.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah. It sounded like you had it at a cap.
I don't cook. I'm not a cook. I have fresh. I only have fresh food at home.
Yeah, you're talking about your
Only fresh things.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing with salads because you don't really have to do much with them. You just like
It's a bit hard in winter
Yeah,
though because it's cold, so you're gonna have to have soup.
Put it on a shovel. I just empty it all into a shovel, yeah, and just chuck it all straight down my neck.
Yeah, let me show you.
Like shoveling it in. Like what a mouth, what a north and south. Blimey, what a mouth she's got. When he was a baby, old Ma Lovell used to feed him with a shovel. What a trap. Poor chap. He'll never be able to laugh. If he did, it's a penny to a quid that his face would fall in half.
Brilliant.
Never heard of that one before.
That's a good
That's
one.
not.
Yeah, brilliant.
My mum used to sing to me when I was little.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, nice.
Excellent.
And it goes on. It's something like old Gord Lummy with a rumble in his tummy or something like that. It's really not really good old song. Yeah.
So what you do in winter, because salads and that are cold in the winter time. Come on now. What are you eating in winter?
I'll just go like that, mate.
Stew.
Standard.
Temperature up.
Stew and dumplings.
Jim, I get out of the cold shower, and I do the same stuff.
Right.
I've like
Yeah, when
we've
you
got
got cold
fire.
and then you-
We've got a fire inside us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And when you know this, like you get clean and you find this, then things change. You'll get there, Jamie, soon enough, mate. Keep at it.
What's that?
We've got a fire energy inside of us, which is hard to explain. But like we don't need hot food and all this stuff. Like we really don't. It's in fact, like really, if you've got to cook something or heat it up, it's less. Like
Well, sometimes they do it to get rid of like, because for instance, say, was it like acorns or something? They supposedly they cook it or something to get rid of the tannins or something because
that
they're
like a
really
stock
bitter
noodle?
or whatever. But
Is it like a pot noodle?
Okay,
Yeah.
this is not actually this is not a pot noodle. Now this is it's called. Let me just read it for you now. Negi. So negi in Japanese, in English is leeks. Okay, so this is a leek soup with seaweed. Okay, and various other little vegetables in it, and it's coming in dried though. So this is it. This is the dried vegetable, the dried leek and that in here. Okay, in this sachet, all your dried vegetables. Okay, and then this is the actual soup, which is fermented soya bean. All right, soya bean with a little bit of spice in there. Beautiful. So you tear it open, you put it in, you throw in the vegetables, and you just add hot water, and then you've got yourself a cup of soup.
some people are going about the
Vegetable
soy
soup.
and how it has phytoestrogens or something. I'm not sure about that though.
Yeah, very very healthy. This I only do this in winter time. So this is one left over from winter that I haven't finished. Spring now, I don't drink it in winter. I drink a load of these in winter time. Okay, it's got a line on the inside to tell you how much water you put in, and then you just stir it with a spoon, put a cover on it there, and then you open it up and have a drink. Winter time. Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's leeks. No meat
Well,
in there
don't they
at all.
say a hot cup of tea actually cools you down?
Yes, in hot weather.
In hot weather, yeah.
Yeah.
But in winter,
Yeah.
it warms you up, yeah? Because you want to keep your core temperature up. This is 38 calories, one of these. Okay?
Oh, yeah, 38
38 cal.
Yeah.
38 calories.
That sounds like a
Yeah,
bullet.
38 calories. Just that.
Yeah, 38, yeah, calibrated.
38 cal. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a bullet, isn't it? Well, I've got a 38
Oh,
cal
38 cal
weapon here.
magnum, man.
Yeah, 38 cal fucking.
Make my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
It's
ahead.
got tofu
Make
in there as well.
my-
So you've got a little bit of tofu in there. And it's wonderful. That I recommend it if you can find it.
Mm.
If you go to any of these Asian massive outlets, like they've got one on the North Circular, you get out there, look this up. Right?
I will try that if I
Super
see it, Gin.
healthy.
Yeah, man, I
Sorry?
will try it if I see it. Yeah, I will try that
Yeah,
if I see it, mate. Yeah.
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 Go and ask him for the cup of soups, like
Oh.
leek cup of soup with the miso, all in one. It is. You recognise it. Look, show you what it looks
Yeah.
like on the inside. Whoops, pulled it all out.
Mhm.
All right, that's the cup. Really, very empty, like
Yeah,
that.
that's all you get then. Them 2 sachets, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the vegetable sachet. I'll say it again. This one
Yeah,
has the
yeah,
vegetables
yeah.
in it, dried veg, right? And then this one is the soup. And then this one is the soup, okay?
And then you just put
And
hot water in
it's
it.
got a slit edge, so you don't have to worry about opening it. You just tear it open, and then you squirt it in, yeah? Empty the
Yeah.
sachet up by, pinching and squirting
Yeah.
it in, yeah?
Yeah.
All comes out, right? And then you open that up and pour that in, and then add water, hot boiling water, and then you're away. Give it a couple of
Yeah.
minutes, and then you're off. Better than a cup of
I
tea.
want one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks quite good there, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hungry now, but I can't eat anything now. I can't eat until 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock now. I've got to wait 12 hours.
Oh God, yeah, you're still on Ramadan, aren't you? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
last time I ate was earlier on yesterday, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So once a day, 24 hours.
Of course. Now it's like daylight. Yeah, you can't eat, can you? No.
No, I can't.
You only have a drink of water, can't you?
No, I can't have water either. No
You
drink,
can't even
no
have
food.
water.
No, nothing.
Right. I thought you could drink water.
No, you can't drink
no.
water in Ramadan. No, nothing.
Nothing. So
Nothing
nothing
can
during
touch your
daylight
lips.
hours. Nothing during daylight hours whatsoever, Jim. No.
Nothing until as they say, sunset, which doesn't really set,
Yeah.
but you
Until
know
the
what I mean.
sun goes over. Yeah.
Yeah, till the sun goes away and it's leaving me and it's going over to England and the rest of the world. Yeah,
Okay, now.
that's right.
And
So,
are you
24
like
hours.
with your fork above the food as the sun goes down? Waiting like,
Well,
Yeah.
you can't even have
Yeah.
it. You've got to pray
Yeah.
first. You've got to pray first, so you can't even have that yet. So I'm praying with fork in hand.
Mm.
Forking hell.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Fucking hell. That's it, John. Yeah. Fucking hell.
I basically say,
Yeah.
I
Is it
pray
not
to
that
God,
time
I say,
yet? Fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah. Oh
and
dear.
then I what I usually have, if it's available, I have like a small, like 15 chips in a small box, heated, yeah? So a small packet of chips they do, and they really like proper chips, not
Feel
French
like
fries.
microchips in a way.
No, proper English like chips. They sell them at the
Oh, yeah.
7-Eleven, so I go there, pick up one of them, and eat that just for now, just to keep me going. And later on, I do something to eat. Like
Gin.
tonight, I'm going to have avocado because I've still got 3 avocados to finish. Avocado, lettuce, tomatoes,
I'm coming round yours, Gin.
and sweet
Yeah.
corn to finish off.
I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Book my
Have you got
now,
enough
yeah.
for two?
Book the flight now, eh? John, yeah. Book the flight, yeah. We're coming over to Gin's for something to
Supper.
eat.
Feast at
Yeah,
Gin's.
you'd have a good time with it, man. You'd enjoy it.
What about bread pudding?
I haven't had that in donkey's years.
Oh, I love a bit of
Bread and butter
pudding. I mean,
pudding.
it's not.
Oh, that's nice. Is that?
Oh, it's not good really, but isn't it nice?
School days. That was with the raisins and that in there. Yeah, long
Yeah.
time ago. That was. I tell you
Spotted
what, I do
dog.
like apple crumble.
Oh,
Like an
oh,
apple crumble, like an apple
And
pies.
rhubarb and custard.
rhubarb and custard. Rhubarb crumble and custard.
Well,
That's the one.
in about
That's the
6
one I
weeks,
like.
I'll be able to make Wimbury pie or something because they'll be on the
Wimbury's, yeah.
and the bushes or whatever, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
Do
I forgot to.
cheese.
No, I forgot to Beacon Fell or wherever, you know, to.
Where are you
Make
cooking
them.
that, Jamie?
I don't know.
He's
I
going
mean,
to
I haven't
you,
got that far
Stephen.
yet.
You're picker.
You see, you see how we're talking about food here, yeah? Like we're kind of like fantasizing about the beauty of food, isn't it? And like the lovely textures and flavors and that. This is what food is, and they've turned it into this thing where we just go rum, like stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Big
like people
fat
don't
people.
actually appreciate it, do they?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Become
to
like an
to
addiction.
spoil. Yeah, like the ability that we have to enjoy this lovely stuff, and like people can cook up beautiful things and flavors and smells, and then we've turned it into this thing where it's just like get as much as you can and stuff it in your mouth.
Yeah,
I
instead of
see he's gone
savouring
bust,
it.
hasn't he?
Yeah.
Sounds like me, Stephen, eh?
I see he's gone bust, hasn't he? Jamie Oliver.
Good.
Yeah,
Why,
one of his
what's
bus
happened?
jobs. One of
I
his
call
bus
him.
I did like that olive oil combination you had earlier. Olive oil, cashew nuts, and
Banana.
I'm going to try that one for sure. Definitely going to do that. I should definitely do that one.
I
Because
saw this thing
the
where they made an
supermarket I
ice
go to-
cream out of avocado or something.
Yeah.
Frozen banana and water for ice cream.
Oh yeah, I've
Like,
heard of
crunch
that.
it
I
up.
used to.
Very nice. Banana
Yeah,
ice
don't
cream.
you like put it into a blender
banana
or something and then kind of.
Can do, yeah.
Yeah, you blend it like a food processor type. Yeah, blend it all together.
Stephen,
Yeah.
look, I got your birthday present. I got my bib.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Jennifer, I can't believe you put that on. Yeah.
And there's food. He got, it's going everywhere. So he bought me a bib for my birthday. All my mates are laughing. I won't put this on Facebook.
An adult bib.
An adult bib. It's stuck on now. It's good.
Yeah, but someone else bought you though.
Oh yeah, they've seen the unicorn.
An adult bib. I love it. That's mean, that Stephen.
No, it ain't.
The bib.
Surely Jen weren't that bad, like spilling her food. Surely, come on.
All over the floor and everything, weren't it, Stephen?
Oh no.
Really bad.
She's like a little child.
I am, thanks. I
Cleaning
am.
up after it.
He shouts at me on Messenger. Look at the mess you're making eating. I enjoy my food.
Yeah, that's it.
Can I tell you a little poem?
Yeah, go
on. Wolf into dog, feeding at the trough, get a little cold, die from a cough. Used to be healthy, knew that was wealthy. Now we're like a hunchback, hiding in the belfry.
Wow. Hiding in the belfry. Like a hunchback with shriveling up. Good part, that one. How long ago did you do this?
I was listening to Philip Druzhnin talking with
the Russian.
I can't remember the other fella's name. Yeah, and they mentioned we were like wolves and we've become like dogs. Like man was like a wolf, like in the wild, like really capable and strong and like. And now we're like dogs, and it just inspired me like. In just a few minutes, really. Like when I get this sort of thing, it just comes very quickly. It's like it just rolls off ordinarily.
You're a live wire.
With that sort of thing, I am, Gin. Yeah, it just happens for me. Yeah. Like like people have different things, don't they? Like that work for them. Lots of things I'm terrible at, but that thing with the words it's just it works quite easily for me.
So true though that they have rendered us useless almost. In my case, almost, because I can hunt for myself. I can cook. I do all that. I love it all. So when we go camping, I'm the one that's doing the cooking and the cleaning. The wife doesn't touch anything.
Like the spirit, Gin.
Yeah.
Like the spirit of a wolf being turned into like some domesticated dog sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I totally understand.
that's
what's happened to man and woman at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even know.
Really.
Half of the plants that are out there that are good for our health, we don't even know.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking into, like wild edibles, and there's loads of them.
Yeah.
And we're not told all of this stuff
You can have
at
an
school
edible.
and all that.
No, and that's what they should teach us, really.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
They
being
don't
hidden.
teach you the stuff that they should know, but yet they're teaching you about frigging transgenders and stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you think you're transgender?
It's the wrong agenda. That's what the teaching.
Really bad. Really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shameful, man. And shameful that we're letting it happen. That's the shameful thing. That none of us are man enough to fuck these. Excuse me. To stop this. It's horrendous. Actually, have you come across any of the Free Martin stuff? Free Martin. Anyone know what that? Like,
Free Martin? No.
Free Martin. Mate.
Somebody's
name.
Free in brief.
Yeah, Jen, you would have at Pete's place, yeah, Ponchos.
Yeah.
He talks about it there, and it's really interesting. Like if you want to find out what's going on with all that sort of shady area, the Free Martin thing, it's like another layer to it, and it's come from what has been found over hundreds of years through animal husbandry. They've learnt this through dealing with animals, and it's been implemented in man, and it's quite interesting, and it kind of links into this Willie Lynch letter as well. That harrowing. I couldn't listen to all of that. That Willie Lynch, and I've got no way of verifying if it is bona fide, but like if you listen to that, that's harrowing for me. It was terrible. If you get a bit of time, Gene, have a listen to that Willie Lynch letter.
Willie Lynch letter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going to quickly make a note of that right now as you're speaking. Would that be on the internet, YouTube?
Yeah. There's yes, narrated versions of it. You can read it on YouTube, and there's narrated versions of it. Yeah.
And it's called Willie Lynch, yes?
Willie Lynch letter, yes. Or that's how I found it. That's how it was passed on to me as Willie Lynch letter. Yeah.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Not very nice, man. Not very nice at all. And it kind of brings it home, like
Stephen Darby. Stephen Darby.
I don't know. What is that? Is that who's posted it? Yeah. There's, from what I could see, there was many different people that had posted it, and I just chose one to listen to.
We got Willie Lynch letters, Louis Farrakhan from the Nation of Islam, or I've got Willie Lynch letters or letter.
Yeah. I believe it was what was passed on to me was Willie Lynch letter, but I'm sure, and that in different cases is spelt in different ways. It can be Willy or Willie. It could be spelled either way, and you get the same thing. I found. Yeah.
I've got it.
And
now. I'll look it up later. It's only 23
like
minutes
a protocol.
long.
Yeah. Jim, I couldn't get. I had to stop it. It kind of upset me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at it later. Willie Lynch letter. Yeah, Willie Lynch letter. Complete letter. What's it all about exactly? Give us a little insight.
Protocol. It's a protocol of a slave master. He wrote a protocol, but Jin, you can, and this was to be given out to all the slave masters to deal with the slaves.
Thank you.
You can see, no, Jin, it's not. I don't mean it like directed at any. This is what they've done to us.
No.
All of us.
Information. This is information
Yeah,
I need to know. Thank you.
It's what's been done to us, Jim. All of us, like.
Right.
It's, oh, mate. Like a man being tarred and feathered, his limbs tied to 4 horses, set on fire, and the horses
Right.
made to bolt. This is part of the process of how you break down all the men, all the women, and all the children. And in this protocol, it says that when you follow this protocol, the women will bring their boy infants up as girls, and they will dress them as girls and make them behave like girls. And this is from 15. I believe it was 1514. This was written, something like that. And yeah, and it's how they've broken us down psychologically to make us into this like wolf to dog sort of thing. They've made us into dogs.
So you're saying about how
I'm
they've
putting the link in
planned
the
it
chat room
hundreds of
right
years
now.
in advance.
If it's real, Jamie, I don't know, mate. You know,
Yeah.
I can't say it's real. I can't, but it's there, and it's someone's put time into putting this together, and whoever's done this is a sick. Whoever even thought about this, like, it don't bear thinking about. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Make of it what you will. Make of it what you will. But it's like, for me, it's like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want none of it. I don't want none of it. Now I don't even want to be with people who are prepared to put up with it anymore. I'd rather be on my own. I'd rather be on my own and keep my body and my thoughts clean. You know, like, there's so much perversion, and we've been so hurt. We've been so hurt. We don't even know anymore.
Okay,
And it's every day.
It in the chat room. I've put it in the chat room. The link to it.
Cheers, mate.
Willie Lynch letter link in the chat room. Click on it. Hopefully it'll go. You can get into it.
Nice, mate.
Thanks for that one. That was interesting.
I'll have a watch of that tomorrow. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that one's 43 minutes long.
Yeah, I'll have a watch. Yeah, I'll have a watch of that tomorrow. It's 43 minutes. Yeah, better be better off tomorrow. I'll watch that. Yeah, cool.
I would imagine if you get through it, you'd be a different man at the other end of it. Like, I to stop it, but it was just horrible. To think that people can even think like this. Like, how can men and women even think about wanting to do this to another man or woman? And children. It's like, but then it shouldn't be surprised by anything these days, eh? Really, I suppose it's all gone so strange. Even in our lifetimes, Jim. Like, it's all just changed, isn't it? Really, really drastically. Even in the last 20 years, things have gone really.
In the last
odd.
20 years, things have gone downhill quickly.
I feel like I've moved on to a different timeline.
Yeah. Look. The technology is really imprisoning us now. You've got London, the only city with the most cameras in it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like Big Brother everywhere nowadays, though, isn't it? You know, cameras watching us everywhere.
Yeah, they've got it easy, their powers that be. They've got it very easy. 1 second, just got to check the kids getting up. Whoa, before I forget.
Cameras everywhere. Literally.
So you've got 2 horses, Lee?
I've got there's 3 horses between me and my wife.
3.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've got a
And
Shetland
how
pony. So we've got a Shetland pony and 2 mares. Yeah.
how often are you riding? Like, what's
Not often at the moment, but at the stables where we've got the horses, we're having an arena built. So hopefully, we get the arena built and I'll be able to go around the arena on the horses. But I did have riding lessons. I know how to ride, but haven't really ridden recently. But
is that livery? Is that what? Like,
no, because we still need to go up and feed them and water, do the food and the water and that. So yeah,
well, so livery is they take care of it all. Yeah,
yeah,
is that,
more or less, yeah. On a livery, yeah, you could just like keep your horse there and they'll feed them and like everything, feed and water them. Yeah, yeah. But the stables that we have, you need to go up, check your horses if they're out, which this time of year they're out now. They're out now at the minute, like overnight. So they're out overnight. So me and my wife will go up in the morning, and we'll go and bring them in. Like they'll stop in most of the day, and then we'll put them back out again, like tomorrow night. Yeah. So yeah.
quite a responsibility then to like.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys.
All right, you back, Stephen?
Yeah,
Hi,
I'm
Steve.
waiting for my tea.
Still waiting.
Still waiting, yeah.
Yeah. Just eat and take the piss, don't you? Takeaways.
That'd be like more of a supper, really.
Yeah,
Oh,
more of
yeah.
a supper. Yeah.
Oh, I've not since about 3 o'clock this afternoon. That was it.
All right.
It's like a tea, like supper. Yeah.
Tea, supper, and everything else rolled into one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my breakfast in the morning.
Yeah. I love going up to the horses, though, John. They're so therapeutic, like the horses when you're around them. Yeah. Yeah, they're brilliant.
How old are they?
So is Jen gone now then?
I think so.
Oh, she must have. The
Yeah.
battery must have gone or something. I don't know.
The Shetland pony, he's about 12-year-old, I think. My wife's horse, she's 15, and my horse is only about what, 5, 6? No, she's not even that. Because we haven't even backed my horse yet. She's not even backed. Yeah.
What's that mean?
So she's not had she's not ready for riding yet with a saddle on and that.
Right.
So basically, yeah, we can send her. We'll send her off. We'll send her off in a couple of years somewhere, and what they'll do, they'll put a saddle on her and get her ready for riding, and all the commands and stuff. Because basically when you're riding like that, you mainly rely on voice commands and your feet commands. So when you're on the back, like you see these people where you obviously not wearing spurs because that's just tight, isn't it? I would never ever do that or wear spurs on a like back of a horse where you get the old west like type. Yeah, you wouldn't have all that on. It's like you use your feet commands where you just give them a little bit of a kick and then they start walking, or where you pull on the reins and stuff. Yeah, but she hasn't been back yet. But my horse, she's a gypsy tanner. So she's
Gypsy
got that
Tanner.
like yeah, like the gypsy horses with the long manes. Yeah, yeah, she's like that type of horse.
And
My wife's horse, yeah, she's a Irish
mm,
horse. Yeah, and I got a little Shetland pony. My kids used to ride. Yeah, like my
So
kids
you
used
got
to
you got the
ride as
toy
well.
horse.
Yeah, the toy horse. That's it, Jim. Yeah, the little toy horse. Yeah.
And is it the same like having a dog? Like, is it the same sort of connection, or more, or like?
Yeah, more or less. More or less. Yeah, because when they're out, right, and we've, where the stables we've got like two big fields, and we've got like two halves. It's all one half and then a second half, gated off and everything. And like one half will let grow like during like winter and whatnot, and then they go in the second half of the field, so like, they get the other half. So I walk through what I've been doing when we let them in. I walk through the field and basically just unlock the gate, shout them through, and they just walk through, and they sort of like follow you. Yeah, they do follow you. They're like dogs. Yeah, they're all a little bit like dogs. Yeah, especially if you have a carrot in your hand or a mint. You know?
Right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just like a bit of a treat or something. Yeah, they'll follow you.
That's what I remember. Sugar cubes. I remember
Yeah, that's it.
sugar
Yeah,
cubes.
the
Yeah.
sugar cubes are just right behind you, literally. Yeah, they'll come right behind you.
Can't be any good for the horse, though, innit? The sugar cube, really.
No, well, they say that, but I don't know. It's like natural sugars in like the carrots and
Yeah, that's the best,
mint
I
and
think. I
stuff.
think
Yeah,
refined sugars are not good.
Yeah, in like its whole form, it's probably better. Like, it's like with fruit sugars, those are good for us, but like in like its refined form, it's
yeah,
probably not very good for you.
It's
Because
But
poison.
if you've got cancer, fruits are a no-no. Actually, the sugar in the fruits are a no-no. You can't have them when you've got cancer until you've cleared the cancer. Then you can have it again.
I thought those would actually be the best foods to have when you've got
No,
cancer.
if you look up what's her name, Charlotte Garson and the Garson therapy, no sugars at all.
Because I thought it was
No,
about the
no
foods that are
fruit.
alkalizing that
Well,
will
yeah,
help
alkaline.
eliminate the cancer.
Yes, Jamie.
Alkaline is good. Yeah, alkaline is good, and it depends on what. Obviously, it depends on what stage your cancer is at. But there is a stage where you cannot have fruits.
Oh, see, so
With
maybe
some
if you're in the beginning stages, I mean, it's just I've heard that like fruits are the most alkalized foods. Like even the acid ones, they
Yeah,
become alkaline in the body,
yeah,
like
you're right.
lemons
You're
and
not
stuff
wrong.
like that.
Yeah, no, you are right in what you say, but according to Charlotte Carson, depending on what stage you are, determines whether you can have fruit or not. So, because sometimes the sugar is just too much for the body at this point. Got to
Well,
reduce the
maybe just
sugars.
like fasting more at that point, like
Yeah.
to just to clean the body out, really.
Yeah.
But you
Get out
should
of the
be
body.
really keeping the body clean anyway to,
Yes.
like stop it from
Yeah.
accumulating in the first
Yep.
place.
Get out of the body's way
Yeah.
and let it do its thing. Let it look after, because it will. It will just look after itself. Stop putting
Yeah.
roadblocks of junky food and stuff inside yourself, inside ourselves, and yeah, and it will. We've got very little experience of clean men and women. We don't know. All we know is people who have been stuffing themselves full of what it used to be lard and stuff, didn't it? And now it's all this nasty processed
Refined vegetable
rubbish.
oils.
All this
Yeah.
stodgy food.
Yeah.
Yeah, the complex carbs and complex proteins.
Mm.
Like those
In
are like harder on the body, which means that the body can spend less time actually repairing itself. So
mm,
not good.
in the next 20 years, we're going to see what the clean people are like. And they're all
Yeah, the
documenting their
so-called
stuff.
people.
We'll know what's what for real. And this cancer, so much value in it, isn't there? They love it. Keeping people good. So I'm like, nice business.
The cancer research, they are like
Yeah. I mean, the stuff that gives people cancer, the treatment for it, like this supposedly like cancer charities that's pretending that they're trying to make it better and being given money by ignorant people. Like it's just it's like the old fucking cash cow thing, isn't it? What I should say is just stop it all, like, and you'll be all right. Plain and simple.
Right, I'm just going to walk the dog, so I'm going to put myself on mute.
Don't shave it and paint it red though, Gin.
Fucking hell. No, what are we doing now?
You'll be on the news.
Yeah.
Man in Japan shaves dog and paints it red.
Man in Japan shaves dog.
I see a black dog and I want to paint it red.
I see a black dog and I wanna paint it red. Brilliant, yeah. Excellent, yeah, cool. Say, John,
maybe because I am effed up in the head.
Yeah.
Okay, speak to you later, guys.
Yeah,
Right, later.
Cheers, Gin. Speak to you later, mate.
John, I've just sent you some pictures of my horses in the chat. Well, it won't be this back chat, but the one where I sent you the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, I'll have a look. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got horses next door to me in the field next door. There's horses.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I've got very little experience with horses, but I've ridden a horse on the steppes of Mongolia.
Cool.
That sounds good, doesn't it? That sounds pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I did that like just open like that. Lovely. And a wooden saddle.
A wooden saddle?
Wooden saddle, yeah.
Wow.
Gets a bit rough.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
So how long do you expect your horses might live? What's their lifespan?
About 30 years, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's excuse the morbidness of this, but it's quite an animal to sort of deal with, isn't it? Like once it's passed.
Yeah. I mean, I know in the past, like my mother-in-law had a horse. When I first met my wife, my mother-in-law had a horse. Yeah, and she sort of like killed over and was in a really bad way. And when the vet came out, they said, "Oh no, it's best to put her asleep," you know, basically. And when like you've got to ring whoever it is to ring up, like it's a bit like you know, when they come and pick you up when you're dead as a human. You know, you get these people who come and pick you up in a fucking van and literally winched the horse onto the back with a winch. You know, literally, yeah. Obviously with the weight and everything, yeah.
Yeah, what can you do? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even the Shetland pony, he weighs a lot, and he's done it to me before, though, John. Right? I was bringing him in once. I had to put the head collar on him, and my wife went in front of me with one of our other horses, and because he's like seeing them go in front, he was literally dragging me down towards the stable. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I nearly went flying. I could have had a Superman cape on. I would have like literally looked like I was flying. Literally. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Really powerful, isn't it? You don't really realise.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. The power behind them they've got, and I've been bitten. Oh.
You've been kicked.
Yeah. Not as yet. They've tried, but now I've learnt now. Is if they start turning the backside on you, yeah, get out the way. Yeah, because if they start turning around on you, they're gonna kick. Yeah. Yeah. So you get out the way. Yeah, get out of the way of the back. Stay away from the back end. Yeah, you're all right. The front end, they might bite you, but you stay away. Definitely stay away from the back end. Wow. Yeah.
And like, how friendly are like what like I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, do they get rowdy over certain like you come in?
Well, I could like literally give them a hug. You know, I could like all of them. I can like literally hug them. You know. So yeah, and like them pictures I've put on. If you have a look later, yeah, you'll see I could get close to them. Yeah.
And they know you. Would you
Oh
say they
yeah,
know
yeah,
you?
yeah. That's it. Yes, they know. And it's like they know my car as well. They know. Like when we go up to the stables, me and my wife. Like you can hear them sort of like whinnying, you know, they're doing doing that sort of thing, yeah.
Calling you.
But as soon as yeah, they know, yeah, they know when you're there, they know who we are, yeah,
And
yeah,
more or less intelligent
yeah.
than a dog. Like, what do you reckon? Or same or
I'd say about the same, yeah, yeah. I'd
right.
say about the same. They know who the owners are, yeah. I mean,
Mm.
a lot of people that I used to work with, when I used to tell them, oh, we've got horses, you know, and it's like, you know, you're brave, aren't you? I said, what do you mean? Oh, scare me. They scare me. What do you mean? You know, because of the size of them, they scare a lot of people. You know, approaching them or being next to them. You know, it's just, you know, it just.
But then, like you just said, what are you going to do if one of them wants to? They just push you around, can't they? If they want to, like.
Oh yeah. It's like my horse. I went in, tried to go in a stable one day with a hay net. Tried like opened the stable door. She literally barged straight through me. Come running out on the top yard, like on the actual yard. Yeah, she literally barged straight through me.
Knock you flat, wouldn't
Thinking,
I suppose?
yeah, literally knocked me up, near enough knocked me on my arse. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck's sake, yeah, literally near enough knocked me over. Like, wow, yeah. So we had to grab the head because you can grab hold of the mane. You can literally pull. It's like pulling your hair, you know, like literally
Right.
pull on the hair. It don't bother him.
Mm.
It don't hurt him. You can like turn him round and get him back in. But no, no. As soon as you see a bit of grass, like that's it. Munching away on
That's
that.
it,
No,
they've gone.
no, she didn't want a hair. No, she'd rather barge through me and try to get out of the stable. It's say,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No stopping them. It's like
Oh
horsepower,
yeah,
isn't it?
there's
Like
no stopping them like that. No.
engines and that sort of thing, isn't it? Like horsepower
Yeah,
and that sort of thing.
horsepower. That's it. That's where it comes from, isn't it? Horsepower. Yeah,
Mm.
great horsepower, but horsepower. Yeah. Wow,
Huge of them.
absolutely mental.
They're not huge, not huge, are they? Them Shetland ponies.
No,
They're
me
not huge, but
Shetland
they're
didn't.
powerful.
No, but he's power. Yeah, Stephen. He's powerful. Yeah, he's got some. He's got some power
Home
behind
field
him.
projects. I mean, they're only small, but I mean, they can bolt like lightning.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Gone.
Hey, say hello to Dave Hinkle in chat. All right, Dave Hinkle.
Oh, Dave and cool.
Dave.
Dave Inkle. Aye.
How much they eating, Lee? Is like, do you have to constantly take like truckloads of food to them? I mean, I imagine they can eat loads,
No,
don't
you
they?
see, in the summer, like this time of year, John, you'll basically they'll be out all night, so they're eating all the grass all night, and then
Right.
they'll come in the morning when we go up, and we'll just put a hay net in haylage, you know, like you know, you see them round the fields and that, and they roll it all up and bale it up in the black sacks and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
get the bales of hay, haylage. Yeah, and they'll eat a hay net during the day and go back up at night, let them out. In the winter,
Well, they
we
actually
buy
eat.
them.
They eat the dry hay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was for the floor in the stable. They eat
No,
that. Oh.
that's the straw. You got your straw, then
Yeah.
you've got your hay. Yeah, you got
All
it's
right.
different. Yeah, the straw for the beds,
Yeah.
and then you've got your hay for the food.
Oh.
And then in the winter, we'll get sacks of food, and it's like they call it molly chop. It's like a chaff. It's like
Mm.
broken up bits of chopped up hay. It's all dried, and it's got some like nuts and stuff in it, and whatever they put in pony food, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, and supplements. Yeah, so they have all that during the winters. It just bulks them up, keeps them bulked up because in the winter you can't turn them out as much because the grass doesn't grow as much in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, they seem happy enough. You know what we're doing and stuff with them.
How long? How long have you been doing that for? Like, how
Since
long
I
have you had
met my
horses?
wife, and that's been 17 years.
All right.
Yeah,
So you're a proper horsey man and like proper into it now.
yeah, but I wasn't. I
Yeah.
wasn't before I met my wife. No, I
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only since I've been with my wife, but she's
Yeah.
always had horses. She's always ridden horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only since then, really. Yeah.
And so the two bigger ones are they big horses or like cob sort of things?
Yeah, cob
Right.
type. Yeah. So not like the police type, you know, where they're like
Yeah.
huge. No, like what do you call, like say 20 hands high is 20 hands, you know, it's like yeah, you see your police horses, they're absolutely massive,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Waffling great things, ain't I?
They're like 6 foot bloody high from the back.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say mine is I've only like what 5'2", 5'4", something like that. Uh, yeah, about my eye height ish.
still pretty high though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Yeah.
when you sat on their back, when you sit on them,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. When you're sitting on a horse like that, yeah, it's quite high.
Have you done horse and trap?
No, no. But my wife was on about getting a little cart for me for the Shetland.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because you can still do that
that
on the
was
road,
good.
isn't it? That's like
Yeah,
legal, isn't it? Like the police
yeah,
won't
yeah.
stop you.
That's what all the jippos do, isn't it? With the
Yeah.
gypsies, you know, on a horse and cart and that. Yeah, on the track. Yeah, you know, you see them. Yeah, on the roads.
And
Yeah, you
how
don't even
how
need a number plate. No road tax, no
indicators?
insurance.
Yeah.
Imagine going to work, couldn't you, on your
Yeah.
fucking horse
Brilliant.
and cart,
Brilliant, mate.
parking
With your
up in the car
stereo.
park? Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
With a little hay net in the car park at work. That'd be excellent. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. That.
Mm.
Yeah, excellent.
I see. So um, I'm from Hounslow, and the Hounslow's like London sort of built up area, and I saw an Indian fella actually. There's quite a lot of Indians in that area, and I saw a young Indian man riding a fair sized horse across Hounslow High Street bareback.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, what the? Fucking-" I mean, like,
I
you've got to be
think
really confident,
actually,
haven't you?
yeah, as long as you've got control over like the front head end, as long as you've got
Mm,
some sort of reins on, yeah,
mm,
you can control them with
mm,
just the reins, basically. Yeah. So that
mm,
the way you hold the reins, and you've got the feet as well. If you kick left and you put your, say like if you sit on the horse and
mm,
you put your left foot in and you
mm.
squeeze on the left side, they will turn left. And you pull a little bit on the left side
Right,
of your reins, they will turn left. Yeah.
right,
It's the same
right.
as you go into the right. You put your foot into the right side of the belly and then
Mm,
pull on the right side of the reins.
right,
Yeah, they'll turn right. Yeah.
mm,
And then as soon as you pull straight back, you know, and whoa, give it all that, they'll stop.
mm,
But then you
mm.
give it a little bit of a like a little bit of a kick, you know,
Get
they'll
them
start
moving.
moving. You know,
Mm,
it's training them like that. And that's what I mean by being broken in.
mm,
Once they're broken in, it's all the correct commands
mm,
as they get to learn it. It's over a it could take up to 4 weeks, to be broke in, but it could take some horses could take 2 weeks, and they get the command straight away. And you give a horse a bit of a, like yeah, and they'll start walking. Yeah, they're just like voice commands as well. Walk on. Yeah, you just tell a horse to walk on, it'll fucking start walking. If you sat on its back, yeah, yeah.
Is it expensive to get that, like, to send it off to have that training done?
I don't know actually.
How long are they away for? Like up to 4 weeks, yeah. Like
Yeah, up to four
they're
weeks. Yeah, so it's
right,
about what? If it's say 50 quid a week, maybe
right,
ish. Yeah.
right. Not too bad, I suppose.
Mm.
Wouldn't that be nice though? Like to be able to ride horses around, or like have a trap you can just sit in. Right, it'd be so nice,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
But
No,
you
just
see,
jump on it and
yeah, you see where the horses are at the stables, if like it could just tack them up, put when they're uh, capable of going out, and like we have like loads, there's loads of there's like 9 horses on the yard at the stables. It's like 9 stables more, but some are empty. But there's like 9 horses, and there's like other people that have their horses there, so they do the same, and they will come up and ride. So where I live, when the stables are, it's a bit like countrified, John. So there's like loads of areas. It's like a country lane. So you go up on the country lane. You can just have a slow little walk around. Just have a walk around with them, take them out, exercise them, and that. But they've got the fields to exercise in. But yeah, it's like
would
literally countrified. Yeah.
would would your horses be okay with cars and that once they've done this 4 week thing? Like, is
Yeah.
that not part of it?
Yeah, because they do all that as well. They'll actually take them out and get them used to traffic and whatnot.
Right, nice.
One thing that they might be funny with is reflections. If
Right.
you was to walk past a mirror or a shop front and they could
Yeah.
see themselves, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, they might get a bit spooked at that, and they might get a bit jumpy. Yeah. So I remember.
That's sort of common knowledge, yeah. That
Yeah,
happens.
that's when I was doing my riding lessons a couple of years ago, like going out. What we do, we'd go in a arena, like the arena where you get the a bit like Olympia. Do you know when they do the Olympia
Yeah.
events with the
Yeah.
horses?
Yep.
Yeah,
I know what
it's
you're
a
saying.
bit like
Yep.
that sort of flooring. Yeah, you're running around, you've got the jumps and whatnot, but it's just basically I was doing my lessons and learning to trot and canter and all that sort of thing. And what it was, one day we went out on the roads, and me and my daughter, because my daughter was doing it at the same time, so we both went out riding. And the horse that I was on, the instructor said, "Oh yeah, just." She was walking like beside us. She wasn't on a horse. She was like just walking beside us. It was just like a nice, pleasant walk out. Me and my daughter, and she just where we'd just do a little bit of a trot and whatnot, where it's like no people about and whatnot. And there was one place where we walked round and we walked past, like in the actual town centre, and it was like a load of shop windows and stuff. And the horse could see the reflections. And the instructor, she was saying, "Oh, you want to be careful, just make sure that they don't get spooked as you're walking past. Don't do anything like rash as you're walking past the fucking shop window because you could see its reflection." I'm like, "Oh shit!" It puts, don't make me feel any better doing that. But it was all right, and it did get, it's everything was fine. So wow, yeah.
Would
So I know that for a fact. That if they see the reflections, yeah, they can get a bit spooked.
is that the same response that it would have if it saw a horse that it didn't know? Would it, or is it just because it's reflection? Like,
To be honest, yes, because like there's my horse and my wife's horse and the Shetland, and then we had someone else that came on that got the stable, and she's a mare, and trying to get them all out together. We had to do it in stages in a way, John, because to get them used to each other, yeah. Otherwise, this sort of like territorial type, yeah. Very the same as dogs, isn't it? You know, dogs on like meets another dog and they don't like that, you know. Yeah, they do fight. They start bucking and
Like
you
the
know,
pecking
kicking
order
out.
sort of thing.
Yeah,
Who's yeah. Because
yeah,
they're very herd animals, aren't they? Like in nature, they go in big groups, don't they?
yeah. Oh yeah,
So, and
yeah.
how many acres are there for those 9 stables?
I'd say about six
Right.
6 acres ish.
Right.
Yeah, it's like there's because what it is, there's like obviously the female horses, the mares. Like mine are mares. The Shetlands, he's a male, but because he's so small, he's not going to try and shag the mares anyway. So he goes out with the females, you know, because he's he's not
Very
gonna.
frustrated little Shetland.
Yeah, he's not gonna get up there. He's got no chance. Yeah. So we've got like a bottom half of the field where the 2 fields, like the first half and the second half, where the mares go, and then there's another 2 fields where the boys go, and there's 2 boys that a family have. There's that theirs, and where the owners of the stables they have their 2 horses as well. So yeah, and there's another woman as well that he's got a male, but they all go out together on 2 separate fields. So there's loads of land. You know, they've got loads of land. Yeah.
And they put all divots in the ground, don't they? Like from their hooves, it kind of
Oh
like.
God, it's like thunder when they're running past you. Yeah. I go and let them through one side to the other, and they come because they know they're coming in. Come running past me. I've just opened the gate, so I start walking back, and I sort of like move to one side because you can hear them behind you. Yeah, you can feel the floor sort of like rumbling, the field rumbling. Yeah. Oh yeah, because they know they're coming in. Oh God, yeah, they make some. I've had them. Oh, I've been stood on. You know, when you're walking next to them and with the head collar on, yeah, they stand on your bloody feet. Yep. Oh God, yeah, it hurts. Yeah, yeah. It's like like I say with the Shetland, he's got that much power. If it's so tiny that he is, yeah, he's got so much power. It's unbelievable. Yeah. But you're saying if you've got horses in the, if you say you've got them in the field near you, yeah,
Next door, yeah.
yeah, you get some carrots and try and get them over. You know, just, as long as you keep your palm of your hand flat, yeah, they'll eat from your hand. If they know you've got food, they'll come over to you. Put it that way.
So
So,
a fella brought the land there. It must be a year ago now, I suppose. And he's done so much work over there. Like especially his I think his daughter who's probably mid-20s, and he's a local businessman who's in like sort of the building construction sort of industry, and I think he's sorted his daughter out and like got a this little fucking sort of riding situation, and I think there's maybe 8 or 9 stables in there, and I think they've got 4 horses at the moment, and it's quite like some quite busy roads around here, and he must have had more than 500 trucks of earth taken in there, like to sort of, I don't know what he's done. It seems like the backfield, he sort of raised it up, I think, like a certain level, and he's also built like earth berm all the way around the field, like all the way around the 8 or 9 acres, whatever it is, and like so. I suppose it kind of stops noise coming in from outside, like any sort of road noise and stuff. But yeah, they've really gone to town with it, and I believe they're planning to make what do you call it? That place where you trot around inside. What's that called?
Like an arena, yeah.
I think they're going to make one of them on there. I think
Yeah.
they're going to make one of them on there. Yeah. Yeah, like it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's what we've just done on the land that we've got. The owners, yeah, they've built an arena, and basically they've had to get like someone in with a digger, and they've literally flattened it out. So they've had to
yeah,
like move a load of like land, like
yeah,
soil and stuff, yeah, and put it
yeah,
all around, yeah. So it's like
yeah,
raised it up and flattened it off, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But they've had to
And
move drains and everything. They've had to do a load of work up there. Yeah.
the daughter is there like 7 o'clock every morning. Like when I go out, her car's always there. Like she must be so dedicated to them.
Yeah.
She's yeah. It's like I think she must spend half her life there really. Like, and I see them. I see them riding the horses like down the road, and there's some sort of bridle paths around here that they can follow, and yeah, quite often I see them out and about and sort of trot. Just well, they walk, don't they, along the road? They don't run, but yeah, and it's so like I'm from sort of London, and it's so nice to be out here and like to smell those sort of smells that you get from like a stables, like the sort of animal smells, and yes, I love it.
Mm.
I love it. It's really, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes me feel like it. It like reminds me that I'm sort of in the country, like because I can. When you're in your house, it's like you could be inside your house anywhere, can't you? But then I can get the smells come in, like from sort of country smells, and just sort of reminds me that I'm in the country and yeah, I mean like you've been like you're sort of used to it because you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
But when yeah, it's quite sort of novel. It's quite like a new thing for me, and yeah, I love it, mate. I love it. It's so good, so good, and I can hear them talking to each other as well. Sometimes the horses, like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you
Win,
know, don't you?
Winnie, is it? They call it
Yeah,
Winnie.
whinnying. Yeah, whinnying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they have they've got some Rhodesian Ridgebacks in there, like because obviously like the family go back to their home sort of in the evenings, and yeah, they got a couple of big dogs in there as well. Like
Yeah, the Ridgebacks, they're fucking mean looking dogs, eh?
yeah,
Mm.
got to look after the place for them. So it's and they're such nice people. Like I found uh, an old copy of Black Beauty, like the book Black Beauty, with one of the covers it was like an old hardback version of it. Obviously, I didn't look how old it was, but it was obviously very old. And so I
Mm.
took it round to them because I was either going to throw it away or like I don't know what I was doing. So I just went over to the over to the stable and knocked them up, sort of thing. And they come out and I said like I wondered if they was really pleased, like really happy to get this old copy of Black Beauty. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Lee, I'm gonna get myself to bed, mate. 'Cause,
Yeah. Yeah, I know
Oh
it's
yeah,
getting late now, isn't it? Like
yeah,
yeah.
quarter to
and
12. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
I've got friends coming tomorrow to I like to stay for the weekend, and my plan was to give my shower bathroom a proper scrubbing all round, and I didn't do it. So I've got to, I have to do
Yeah,
it
if you've
tomorrow at
got
some point
guests,
before I
if
get
you've
here.
got guests, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I've got to do some elbow grease and
Elbow, yeah,
really.
get that tub of elbow grease out, John. Yeah. 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 Yeah,
um,
cool, man.
yeah, really nice speaking with you, lads.
Yeah,
And
you too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with you soon again sometime. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Right.
Thank you. See
Cool,
you later,
man.
boys.
Yeah. See ya.
See you later.
So, yeah, so you're up for Saturday then, doing it instead of Sunday?
Yeah, because what we can
'Cause
do,
I'm at the
instead of
Darwin
having,
Live Music Festival on
yeah,
Sunday and Monday, which people can come to that if they want to meet me there or whatever.
well,
But
I was thinking, I mentioned this to Jin, because Tom will be at work, right? But what we could do, we can invite Kaz in instead of
yeah, because she was
Tom.
trying to get in, and
Yeah, like we could get Tom to show how to do it and set her up a channel or whatnot on YouTube and get Kaz Corner in.
yeah, maybe a few others might join. Maybe Dom might come on. I
Yeah,
don't know because
yeah.
he didn't. He
I've
hasn't been
sent
on
the
the
invites
last.
out. I sent the
Was he on
invite
last
to.
time? I don't remember him being on last time either.
No, he wasn't.
No, he's
No,
not been
he's
on the
been
last couple
quiet.
of
Yeah,
times.
he's been
So
quiet for a couple of weeks. But what it was, I spoke to Dominic last night, and I was on with Dom and Jin talking on private hangouts, and uh, Dominic's had a bit of a trouble with his like sores and that, that he has because he's in a wheelchair. He's like gets sores, sitting on his backside. Um, you know what I mean? If you're sitting down all the time, you get sores, don't you? Like holes, sores. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
all right.
Yeah. So he's had like nurses and that coming around, and he's had a bit of trouble with that. But I talked to him last night, and it seems to be getting a little bit better. But I did invite him in. I sent him an invite earlier, and I sent that Jez RoboCop Batman an invite earlier as well, and Ben.
Oh
But
yeah.
no one's joined.
Huh.
It's just been us lot. So yeah, you could always
Well,
send
it's
them out.
different people each time
Yeah,
at least, though, isn't it?
yeah. Yeah, it's cool to have like your mum and Stephen on now as well, and Aeon, John. That's cool. That it's enjoyable. It's always good that. Oh yeah, Aeon sent me a message. Nice pics. I just sent him. I sent him the pictures of the horses. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So a lot of people are scared of horses, Jamie. You know what I mean? The size of them. It's a bit like when you go through a field with cows. Yeah. When you'll start walking towards you, like, wait a minute, a lot of people get scared, don't they? As long as it's not a bull charging towards you, you know, wearing a red t-shirt like you do, you know. Like that Hong Kong Fury t-shirt, if you was to walk through a field and you got a bull in a field, it's just charging towards you. Oh, look at this cow coming towards me saying hello. Wait a minute, it's not stopping. Oh dear. Yeah. So when's that Darwin Live on? Is it just Sunday and Monday?
Yeah, those
Not on
2 days.
Saturday. It's not on Saturday then, no.
No, I don't think so. It's always Sunday, Monday.
Right. That's weird.
I think it's
Usually.
because because it's bank holiday Monday,
Hmm.
they decided to do it the Sunday before that.
Just a 2 day thing. So that's why,
Yeah.
yeah, Barlick Bands is on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Like the band's on the square up in Barn Oswick, that's on Saturday and Sunday, and not the Monday. So Darwin Live's on the Sunday and the Monday, which is the bank holiday, isn't it? Yeah. Like I said to my wife when I took her to work last night, and I says, oh, Jamie's invited me over to the Darwin Live, over to his end. He says it's similar to what they're doing up here, with the bands on and stuff. I was about going over Monday, and she's looking at me like, and then she realised, oh no, the kids are off. Kids are got a week off school, so it wouldn't matter. It don't matter. No, it don't matter. That's what I'm fucking saying it for. It don't matter, does it? Kids are off. She's like, yeah, no problem. All right, sorted. So yeah, and it's from like, is it dinner time ish?
Well, it's a bit after that. I think it's like 1:45 on. Well, actually, I think it's 12:45 on the Monday, but not too sure. I think just kind of look at the. If you go on the website or whatever, and you can find out.
Yeah, I'll have another look. I'll be speaking to you before then anyway, won't I? Before Monday, I'll
Well,
speak.
yeah, if we do
Yeah,
it on Saturday, and then
yeah, I'll speak to you before then. Yeah, so we'll sort
we
something out.
can do this, again. So,
Yeah, I'll meet like,
um,
and we could always sort of even on Sunday evening when you get back. If you go down there Sunday,
no, it'll get late probably. It'll
will
probably
it
get
be
too
like
late
late? Do you think?
because it might end up being like 10 o'clock when I get home, or even
Right.
after.
Yeah. True. So we could always sort
Especially on
something out.
Sunday, it goes on later. I think the Sunday one, but
Yeah,
because the Monday one starts sooner, but
yeah,
finishes a little bit earlier.
yeah.
Um, so yeah,
We'll sort something out anyway. Sort something out and where to meet up, maybe. How to like. So I mean, Jamie, I can always pick you
I don't know
out.
how you'd
You'll be
really. Well, yeah,
you'll be the
probably fit
tallest
in
one in the
because
bunch. Yeah,
I
I'll be
remember
able
when
to
I
find
met
you.
up with TP and the tree, and
Yeah.
she managed
I'll be able
to
to meet you.
spot
I'll be
me.
able to see you. It's like what happened in Burnley that time I met you, and I was
Yeah,
looking at all over the place, and there he is. Saw you straight away because you're the one that's tallest, standing out from everyone in the crowd.
but
Like,
then
there
it's
he is.
like there's about, I don't know. There's quite a few people taller than me that I've met, but yeah. But in terms of like, there's no one that would really look
No
like me
one look.
that's my
No one
height.
look. Yeah, no one. You won't be able to hide in the crowd. Put it that way. I'll be able to. I'll be able to pick you out, Jamie. Don't you worry. I'll have my fucking
It won't be
Jamie
long
radar.
until
I'll have my
I.
Jamie radar on. I'll be able to pick you out. Don't you
It won't be
worry.
long until I'm normal height at the rate things are going on.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I've noticed
Yeah,
so many more people now that are like 6'6", 6'7". It's like,
yeah.
yeah,
And what are you?
some even
Six?
taller, like somewhere like between 6'4" to 6'5". It's,
What are you? Six? Well, how tall are you? Six? What?
between like 6'4" and 6'5", which
Right.
compared
Yeah.
to some of these people that I've met, I'm probably like, I probably look kind of short. It's weird. Like, I think the tallest I've met is probably about 6'8" or something.
Right. Yeah. So I suppose you'll have trouble getting in some cars, won't you? When you get a lift.
It's usually not too bad, like, I mean, unless it's a really low down one, I guess, but I'd
Right.
hardly ever get in one of those anyway.
You won't be able to get in a Porsche, would you? Like a.
I've never been in one anyway, so,
No, but I'm saying like like a Porsche 911 with your height, probably wouldn't be able to get in one unless you
well, I
put
think I've
keep
been in
you
a
right back.
Mazda MX-5 before, but then again, I might not have been as tall then.
Right, yeah. So
I don't
maybe
know. I don't
nowadays,
know how old I was then when I went in that.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because MX-5s are quite low down, aren't they?
Mm, yeah, you might struggle a little bit. Well, there's only four in chat, and one of them's me.
Yeah, and I'll be one as well.
And I think your mum's one of them, and it reality as well. So reality stuck with us all the way through, which is I appreciate. That's cool.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
See what he's saying. They don't want us exploring or travelling, so they put a stop to us riding horses because you don't need a license or insurance or pass an MOT to ride a horse, and not everyone can. I think it's saying afford a car. Well, that would be good because of the horses. Obviously, you can go
Yeah.
quite a lot of miles and they won't
Yeah.
get tired,
I'm
because
saying to John though, it's like you don't need a license or anything to go on British roads with a horse and cart. You know, it's like the gypsies. You know, that's it. Just get your horse and you get your cart on the back. Carry on. Get out on that road. You can carry as many people as you can get on it. You know, they can't do anything about it. They can't do you for it. Police, they can't stop you. There's no need for a
oh,
license.
it's into music. Or what? All right, well, maybe you should have
Oh, into
said
music.
hello in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Let us
listening
know you're
in.
there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Quincy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
no worries.
Are you gonna get off now? Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well
Right, yeah. Yeah. No worries. It's
round
like
it out here.
yeah, it's 12 o'clock. So yeah, we'll call it a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the time for Saturday, because we'll probably because Jin, if Jin is wanting to come on, he doesn't want to
I mean,
do it
Jamie,
till
it's up
8 o'clock.
to you. You know, it's up to you. It's whatever you
Well,
know.
it's all of our channel, though, isn't it? So
Well, I suppose though we could. It's just like a lot of people watch Dell, and then you've got a lot of people on there, and you can. Well, I know you don't go in there anymore, but like you used to, you know. I might go in and I could plug it on my
yeah,
channel.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't like do it so much, really. Like, I mean, maybe after he's finished or whatever, or just before he finished, if you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, maybe go in chat and
I
come
don't
and
know. I'm
jump
not really
over.
too bothered because I really don't. I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't want to be associated with that channel, honestly.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
I think it's best to
Yeah.
just kind of,
Keep away from that.
yeah, be independent, really. Just kind of,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
try
yeah,
and
yeah.
get the stuff out on the different platforms like social media pages. If people can help do that, I mean, that's great. But the good thing is we all have each other's back with it. We're all kind of helping with the, try and,
Yeah. So your mum's
kind
just
of support it.
yeah, your mum's just put in chat. Pete Shea being on tonight.
Yeah, I
Has
know.
everyone been over there, Jay? Yeah. Maybe. But
But the
so
views weren't
why are
that
we not
high
bothered, are
anyway
we?
before he was on. I mean, it's not really, I don't know,
We're
seems
not
pretty
that bothered.
quiet for some reason. Might be the weather,
It has been
but
quiet
yeah.
tonight. Yeah. Maybe come on Saturday. See what panel we get on, see what viewers we get. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Be interesting. You might get Tom cornering on chat, even in just on chat, with
Well,
like he
yeah.
has been tonight, because he'll listen in. He listens in. He knows we were live, so that's why he's come in. So he's been watching on YouTube while he's working. Which is
Well,
good.
that's good, I suppose.
Yeah, it's good that really. So he knows we're on. And it's good to see him in chat and that. Yeah, it's good to see him sober. Nice to see you sober, Tom. Yeah.
Nice to see you, sober to see you. Sober.
Nice. Yeah. Nice to see you sober. To see you. Nice. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. All right, then, Jamie. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah. We're not going to go through this again. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
To me, to you, to me.
You hang up. No, it's not. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it is. Yeah,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, fuck off,
You're a
Brendan.
victim of cognitive dissonance.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. You're a victim of cognitive dissonance. Do you know what cognitive dissonance is?
Yeah, we do. The shit that we've been taught at fucking school. Yeah, that's cognitive dissonance. Yeah, a load
Right.
of fucking crap. Right.
Yeah, on that
Carry
note,
on doing this.
I'll
Carry on doing
let
this
you
for
guys
ages.
enjoy the rest of your day or night.
Yeah.
And
I'll speak to you in a couple of days, yeah?
yeah,
Cool.
all right, cool.
Nice one,
Don't know if
Davey.
I'm
Yeah.
going to be on tomorrow to stream on my channel, but whatever.
Yeah,
I'll
if you
see
come
if
up with any good, if you find any good videos on YouTube, send them me on email, and I always watch them. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah,
Yeah, cool,
so
man.
right,
Yeah, excellent.
peace
See you,
out, everyone.
see you
Right,
later, everyone.
bye.
Bye.